right, who wants to fill in the dryad?
Well, I need to be filled in too so it can work.
Yeah, apparently I tried a new strand of an herb and I didn't know that strands made differences. And it just put me to sleep. I mean, who knew, right?
It'll do
Like,
that
I
to
don't
you.
smoke and I knew that.
I mean, I don't smoke either.
What herb were you trying?
Apparently, it was a strand of gummy called indica, and apparently that will just like put you to sleep, and that's
That's
Okay.
exactly what happened. 'Cause
Strand
I
of
was like,
gummy, that's just smoking without smoke.
but that totally changes the lung chi dynamics, so we're good.
Yeah. And any changes in strain of herb are gonna just absolutely
Yeah, yeah. Apparently, I learned a new thing.
learned a new lesson. Good. Well, I hope you learned your lesson. All
If
right,
you
so
put
what
your
happened
password
last
in
session?
wrong, it's going to lock you out.
Yes. What happened last session?
If you do that, it's going to take me forever to fix it.
You guys got to this place called the Rock of Brawl, and LJ got into a competition and lost, but he kind of won because he lost.
Because you didn't
And now you're
die.
going to, and now you're going to an inn. That's pretty much it, right? Did I miss anything, guys?
More or less. I mean, I think we stopped by, we also stopped by a magic shop, and picked up some potions, I think. No, we sold some potions.
No, you picked up some potions. It is specifically a potion shop, not a magic shop.
Oh, okay, right. So yeah, we picked up some potions.
A thing you found out about this asteroid is that what was it? Oh, fucking.
That's not.
Oh, right. Magic. The thing about magic is that buying or selling magic, the buying and selling of magic is fairly restricted to the high city, the rich people of this asteroid. Um, when you guys wanted to buy some magic, you had to go to the edge of the low city uh, in the market area and say the right words to a guy who sold quote unquote drafts and um, ale in order to buy potions. It wasn't, oh, I'm going to go buy some potions. It was, oh, hey, yeah. Frederick bought a potion of invulnerability yesterday or last session from a guy, and he paid him really good money. So the guy told him where to go buy some more from this dude.
So where were we going? Were we going to an interesting place?
Well, so you're on the Rock of Brawl, which is an asteroid. This is the bottom of it. You can see fields, the jails, the veins that it uses to maneuver the naval organization, and this is the top of it where you have the low city, the middle city, and the high city, and then the starport way over on the left side. Um, so basically, your ship is currently parked over here. You guys arrived on the last day of Carnival. You parked your ship and followed the giant line of parades to the arena of Fru and had a huge there was a huge contest to see who could survive long enough to be the champion slash dinner of the city. And
I don't think
LJ
it was
did
a.
not.
I don't think it was a survival competition. It was an Ogloff competition.
Yes, but people did get seriously wounded and or die. So
It was a fuck fest.
it was a dangerous fuck fest.
What a way
Here's
to
a
go.
side view of the city. So looking at the asteroid from the side, you've got the veins that it uses to maneuver itself through wild space. The edge, which is where ships land, and they can also land inside these huge caverns inside. Um, the underside of the place is military. The top side of it is civilian. Way up on the top side, you've got the prince's, Lord Tam's quarters. This is an old map, so it says Prince Andrew instead of Lord Tam. But
What is that dollar store Underdark?
what?
Known Underdark? Come
Yeah.
on, that's nothing. You can't just call it the Underdark. That's already a
you-
thing, and it's a lot. Ours is a lot cooler and full of dead drow.
True. This was literally, that map was made before the other Underdark was founded. So
Correction, was full of dead drow.
also true. Thank you, Ben.
Yeah,
Appreciate
yeah,
the
yeah.
correction on that one.
Also, new plan. We take over this island and go back to Cabot Pool and park it on top of it.
I like
Right.
that idea.
Good call. I like this plan.
I had a question, Vic.
Oh, hold on one second, because I'm
I
still
don't know.
wrapping up
Can
the
we,
last
can we
session.
just visit a place and not take over? It's a thought.
So the last in last session, Lev, your spellcraft is more than high enough. You would have seen this because you were looking at the arena and Lord Tam. He was a 30-foot high guy in robes, but you recognize that was a spell that was being cast. It was not actually a 30-foot tall guy in robes. It's probably a normal sized guy in robes made to look like he was 30 feet tall.
Yeah,
for
probably like a
effect.
major image or something like that.
Right, but the tentacles that reached out and tore to shreds the champion of the city were definitely real, and the
Did
champion
those
of the city
feel like?
definitely got eaten.
Did those feel familiar to me? Those tentacles? Did
No.
they remind me of something?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm a little
These are new
concerned about you saying them feeling familiar.
These are new tentacles.
Well, there was that
so
one time in the Underdark.
Oh yeah, true story that. And at the end of last session, Blodgett and Frederick were like, "Hey, we're gonna go talk to the Thieves Guild, because that's what a ranger does when he comes into town." I don't know why you decided to go with Blodgett Frederick, but actually, can you tell me why you decided to go with Blodgett?
Actually, Garlus was joining us, and I was going to be basically Overwatch, is what I recall.
Okay, Garlos did not say that he was joining you. It was just you and Blodgett.
Lev will go.
No, I asked
His
Garlos
two-
and Lev
his
if
two
they wanted to go
favorites.
with me
Okay, John is Garlos.
because
Will
I
do,
knew they
yeah.
might want to.
Yeah, supporting
yeah.
Blodgett, definitely.
Lev is the most troublemaking of the crew is getting together. You can't leave Lev out.
Okay, I am interested in getting potions and not going on that crusade of whatever the hell they're doing.
Well, actually, I thought maybe leaving Bob with the rest of the party, so in case we get into trouble, if you guys are around the corner, that might not be a bad safety backup.
All I know is at this point I'm the only one who has any healing. So
That's
I just
true.
feel-
You guys still have. That's a good point, Caroline. Very important point. You guys still have Carrick, who Blodgett is running. Zach's
Yep.
assistant is still with you, and
And I
also
still
you
have
have
2 potions.
yes, and you also have 2 ninth level clerics that were Blaz's assistants, his followers, and 1 8th level fighter bard.
okay.
Why don't
So
why don't we bring the whole
you do
party
have
but
lower level
split?
backup.
I'm
Let's-
sorry.
let's
They're
split.
not.
Let's split into a couple of groups when we go to the bar, so we're not like rolling up in a whole like crew type of situation.
Lovely idea.
Yeah,
Vic,
the
can you
cleric.
put it in
So
chat?
far, so far, real quick. Sorry. So far, all of the NPCs wanted to go with you, because this is a new planet and weird, and they're really interested in outer space. So unless you tell me that you don't want somebody to go with you, everybody who you've got 5, 6 NPCs. You've got an alchemist, 2 clerics, a fighter, and 2 wizards, and they all wanted to come with you guys.
Oh yeah.
And somewhere along the line, we'll have to arrange for
Can you
some
take it for me?
carefully monitored shore leave for the crew.
I'll be in the.
Otherwise, we'll
Here in
get
a second.
pissy and like cranky.
That's fine.
Very
I was
true.
thinking
Uh,
maybe Broderick should stay outside, just outside of the bar and watch it instead of going in with you. What do you feel? How do you feel, Blodgett?
Okay, yeah, you guys figure out how you want to approach the bar and let me know. I'll give you about 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay.
What is this?
Well, I have to go and meet the
God.
Thieves Guild and pay my dues.
What the fuck, Ben?
Oh
can
my
have it,
God, Ben.
So, I'd asked if I could bring a friend. I didn't ask if I could bring a crew. I asked if I could bring a friend.
Right.
So if you guys
There you
also
go.
go to the bar, don't sit with me. I only need like one person sitting with me, I think. I don't want to overextend my welcome.
Yeah, it's especially if we're meeting with like the Thieves Guild.
Yeah, because
think
I
we
didn't know there
should-
was a Thieves Guild, so that's why I didn't even think about it until
Yeah.
I got approached.
Let's do it like this. Blodgett and Lev. Lev's got a pretty good sense motive. Broderick outside the tavern.
Sounds sensible.
Garlos and Frida inside but separate from us.
Okay, Carlos, you and I are hanging out at another table, far away.
And Bash and LJ outside ready to bust in at a sign of trouble. And NPCs, I guess we tell them
Bash,
go
how
check
about
out
Bash?
go check out the market, don't lose each other.
How about Bash goes with the NPCs, and I also want to talk to the DM. Are there plants on this island / ship? And if so, I would like to kind of just gently talk to them and see what I can find out.
You can look at the map. Please ask me that question again if you feel you need to
There's lots
after
of
looking at
plans.
the
No,
map.
no. I'm looking at it, and I'm assuming that the map is accurate and that there are plants. I just wanted to make sure.
Okay, the map is accurate.
Okay,
there
so the
are
map
plants.
is exactly what it is. Okay.
Okay, so
Yes, I would like to talk with the
Bash
local
will be
Starbreak.
babysitter.
Yeah, I'll babysit these guys and keep them out of trouble, and try to keep them out of trouble and just talk to the plants.
Then
All right,
LJ
I
will
haven't
hang
been
out
listening
with.
to you,
Okay.
so give me another second before, and then I'll ask you to state your actual actions. But right now, just imagine you talk to the rest of the party, okay?
Okay. LJ, in that case, will hang out with Rita and Carlos instead of blowing Frederick's cover.
And I'll be right back. So hold that thought. Y'all figure out what y'all are doing and holding your cover, and I'll be right back. I gotta think about what I'm gonna say.
I sort of feel like as long as we don't do anything stupid, we're relatively safe here.
That's a
You guys seem
big
pretty chill.
ask. It's a big ask.
Well, right.
I don't. It shouldn't be that big an ask.
It's the
Well,
name of the game.
I also want to talk to the plants and make sure, like, if we trip on them accidentally, we don't get put up for trial, because that would not be cool.
Dungeons and Dumb Decisions.
I mean, that's a different game, but we could play it.
I feel like we are playing that one.
Yeah, it sure feels like it sometimes.
It's valid.
It's like D&D 3.5 and Pathfinder First Edition. There's a lot of overlap.
Well, I think that one of the things I have to do is just order something so that I'm not just hanging out.
Yeah, definitely.
There you
'Cause I
go.
don't want to walk
Well-
in and say I'm here to see the Thieves Guild. I want to
Yeah,
walk
no,
in
well-
and they find me.
Let's order some dinner.
That's a lovely idea.
Let's get some din.
I mean, it's a bar, so maybe a beverage.
Yeah, I'll order a beverage.
Mead.
Yeah,
For sure we have mead.
I always like mead. It's honey.
Right.
Lev will probably just go for an ale.
But we'll sit at a table where my back is against the wall so I can see anybody walking up. And we also make sure that there's at least 3 empty seats in front of me. In case
You're
in case
expecting
they bring
company.
friends.
You're expecting company, huh?
I'm expecting to be told off for sure.
Hold off.
Yes, because I was in their town pickpocketing and yeah.
Oh, okay. They don't take kindly to freelance thieves, huh?
Not usually, but because we were in outer space, I didn't think about there'd be a thieves guild out here.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, so how do you want me to play this? Should I play silent and stoic and ready to kick some ass, or should I like have your back and push back on them a little bit verbally?
Um, you could push back a little bit, but don't push too much.
All right.
Don't go overboard because we don't want them to kick us out of the city in
I'd
case they're in charge.
like to see them try,
It's better
but
instruction
okay.
than that. Which
You never know who's in charge, really. So let's just pretend like they are, and we'll just respect
Also, they might have useful information if we can get on their good side.
that too.
I'll play it by ear. I'll play it by
Yeah.
ear.
I mean, if they start threatening us, that's a different story. But
Yeah. If they want to come and have a calm conversation about like, hey, I see you're new in town. There's some rules that maybe you weren't aware of. We can have a nice conversation.
right, that's what I'm
But if
hoping
but
that
if they
they're gonna
come
say.
in
so
if they come in and lay their dicks on the tables, we might have a problem.
Exactly.
please, can we just
Given the
a
environment
holy
we're in,
action that's not freaky as hell? Just
I'm just saying, given the environment that we have been in and what we have seen already, and what OJ has been through, I don't feel like if that happened, it would be that big of a deal.
Yeah, I think we're fine.
It probably wouldn't be a big deal if that literally happened, but if it figuratively happened, it might be more of an issue.
I mean, that might just be how they shake hands here.
Maybe, and that's when we're getting back into literally, which is a bit strange. But we're in a strange place, and they have strange customs. So,
Yes,
we're the aliens here.
All right, I'm back. What are you guys doing? How are you dividing up, etc.?
Lev and Blodgett are going to sit at a table near the back of the tavern where we can kind of have our backs to the wall, and we're going to leave a few empty seats because we're expecting friends. And LJ, Garlos, and Frida are going to be at another table coming in separately, keeping, a low profile in case anything goes down. Frederick is going to be outside playing kind of Overwatch. Not the video game, but the role. And Bash is going to be babysitting the NPCs looking for plant life and fun group activities, I suppose. I think they're trying to get us a certain kind of merit badge. I'm not sure.
oh my god.
Okay, Ben, are you keeping the NPCs on the ship, or are you keeping them, or are you taking them into the city?
I'm taking them for a walk. I'm going to. My goal is to using Ash's best discernment, which may not be great in this new environment. I understand that. Try to keep them in a relatively civilized district or area of the village while we do this, and then I also, if possible, want to kind of talk to the plants a little bit and just
Not a
learn
problem.
what I can. And it's
Not
a
a
28
problem.
for gather info. I don't know if that's what I need or not.
The gather info is important. That's what I was asking about. So, basically, you learn, and the rest of the crew, you may or may not have found this out as well. The Rock of Brawl is home to scores of different races of creature. Some of them are very well off, and it's very racially divided. But some of them are very well off, and some of them not so much. Humans are the most scattered. You find more humans in the middle city than anywhere else. The high city, you have a tiny smattering of elves. You have the fish people, usually the bass people. Bassoids are in the high city, and they have their own other fish people who are commanders and take care of the military stuff. But the bassoids are the rich ones in the high city. You have a lot of demi-humans.
Be right back.
Okay, be right back. Okay, you have a lot of demi-humans, specifically halflings and gnomes more than anything in the low city, as well as quite a few cat people, tieflings. You find there are also a lot of what you would consider monsters. Gnolls are uncommon, but they do exist out here. Beholders, mind flayers, and Get Yankee all wander the city in relative peace. You have a lot of orcs, not as many ogres, very few dragons, but there are some dragonkin who wander the city as well. Yeah, it is. You just walking through the streets, you just basically have a monster manual randomly being flipped open to each page every time you step down this new lane.
So our party for a change does not look out of place.
No, you guys look completely fucking normal.
Finally.
Incredible.
This is your town.
These
These
are
are my people.
We found a home.
Move here.
This is our town. We found a
So,
town.
Yeah, you guys are heading to the Laughing Beholder.
Move to Space Austin.
Move to Space Austin.
Yeah, keeping it weird.
Game over, everyone. We're moving. Screw the quest. We're retiring now. Good game. It's
Oh my
really great,
God.
Victor. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There is a huge lake in the middle of the place called the Lake Brawl. You are made aware that this is the water source for the entire asteroid, and it gets replenished by pulling in other ice asteroids and melting them here. The only thing they have to worry about are ice pirates, but that's pretty rare these days.
Yeah, they got taken out by the space herpes.
Long ago, they did. Oh my God! Fuck Captain Cool. Keep Brawl weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God! All right.
I feel like our party's big enough. If we move in, we will literally crash the housing market.
I mean, you're not unopposed to that. That would definitely be a thing you could do.
Dear Lord.
Okay, so you guys are enjoying Space Austin, and you know where the Laughing Beholder is, and you head down that way. So Lev and Blodgett are the first ones in, and you are greeted. Guy.
He is cool looking.
He is cool.
Yeah.
Good.
They're called Griff is the short name for their race. This is also a thing. It's the Griff. He's at the door. He looks the two of you up and down. Wait, are you both currently invisible? You want to reincarnate here? I mean, this is definitely the place to reincarnate. Yeah, the race lists here are off the charts.
Is the how to see one of them?
Well, the first thing I say to him is, "Wow, I love your get up, man. This outfit's awesome. Very intimidating."
He looks at the two of you, and are you both invisible, or are you both visible?
I'm visible.
Lev is visible as well.
Okay. He looks at the two. He looks at the two of you and says, "Ah, Outworlders, welcome aboard." Should I put that? I think I write notes just to make sure that I have ideas that never get done. I think that's why I write notes, because I can never fucking find them these days. I'm like, okay, cool. All right. He sees the two of you. He looks the 6 foot tall dryad and what did you're currently a Yankee, correct?
Yep.
He looks over the 6 foot tall dryad and the Gith Yankee. He says,
I'm not a dryad. I'm a pixie.
Pixie, sorry, thank you. 6 foot tall pixie and the Gith Yankee. And he says, you seem like a nice pair. You'll do well here.
It's the first time we feel like we fit in for a little while.
Yep. That's what we say too. That's the first place we've been in a long time that we actually fit in.
He says, yeah, we don't get a lot of giant mutant space pixies, but glad to have you aboard.
Well, circumstances are circumstances.
Yeah?
Things happen. I'm big now. I grew up. I'm wearing my big boy pants.
He says, hey, we all got to grow up sooner or later.
Sad but true.
He says, you guys are, did you come in on the former slave ship?
We
the
did.
FNA, or FNA slaver? That's what I hear it is.
We did. We convinced the former crew that the ship is actually ours.
And that's, what is it called again?
The Arcadia, the free ship Arcadia.
The Arcadia, right. He says, all right, come on in, you yobbles. He opens the door.
Our reputation precedes us simply by how we travel.
Yeah, it's not a very inconspicuous vessel, I think.
Amazingly.
Logic, give me a spot check.
$27.
All right. You see that he opens the door for you guys, and you step in. But as he's opening the door, he looks pointedly at someone inside and nods slowly. And when you turn around and look at who who he is looking at, it is a large beholder who's behind the bar.
Oh man.
You come into the Laughing Beholder, and there is a very old beholder floating behind the bar, telekinesing drinks around. You see next to him, next to it, a large starfish or sunfish is swimming in the air nearby. The bar is just every race of creature. It's fairly noisy, but it's kind of a dull roar that dims a little bit as the two of you walk in and then picks right back up. People look to see who you are coming in and then go back to their conversation. Frederick, you were able to find a place across the street. Actually, it's not directly across the street. It's 2 buildings down, but you're able to get you find a bar 2 buildings down that has a 3rd story. And you've got a seat on the balcony that allows you to look over the street and the Laughing Beholder, and have a good view of the whole area and the whole building and the area around it.
Okay, so I'm going to order a drink so as to blend in. I'm just having a quiet drink by myself. And
Roger that. Who is Bop the Badger with? You said you were going to give somebody your badger. Who's handling Frederick's badger?
Caroline?
All right, I've got 2 badgers.
Okay,
right.
yeah. My badger likes your badger and likes you. So. You can take that any way you like, but
All right, two very
Nice
happy
looking-
badgers.
nice looking
Moving
through
on.
it.
My
What can I
badger
say?
has a first name. It's anyway.
He's got taste.
All right. You guys come in, and the beholder sees you and shouts, "Come, come, have a drink, friends. Come on in."
We enter. We enter.
My God, a
We
beholder.
enter, and I tell him I want the special, whatever he thinks is special of the house is that he wants me to try.
He says, well, while you're still able to talk, why don't you tell Large Luigi what's how did you? He basically asks how you guys came about your space. He's pouring drinks while talking to you, and he asks about your
I
travels,
let
where you guys
chit-chat.
came from.
I'm not a
Uh,
chit chatter.
You're not a chatter.
Lev will kind of take the lead on chat,
Okay.
and he'll say, well, there was this big squabble for an artifact back home, and it turned out to be a spelljammer.
He's like, where's back home for you? We don't get many mutant space pixies on this side.
Well,
I mean, we had the one, but
I feel kind of, I feel, forgive the pun, adrift at the moment, but originally from the material plane is where we're from. But there was this big squabble over there, and those slavers actually showed up to the fight. It was absolute chaos, and in the chaos we sat down and had a nice conversation with them, and they gave us their ship.
that's the best way to deal with those. Don't like Buffalo. You're from Secaucus. No more questions. All right.
More questions, Karen.
LJ, Garlos, and Frida.
Yes.
You guys come up to the door. Oh god. Oh god, that's hilarious.
Are we allowed in?
Downtown Greyhawk.
Yeah, and so you guys are trying to remember what race you guys are.
LJ's a tiefling.
We forget ourselves. Jesus Christ, man.
I know, right? You've got a tiefling, a Frida, you're a human, and then LJ's a
I'm
tiefling,
part elf.
and Garlos, you're a gray elf. Wait, Frida, you're what?
I am half human, half elf.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, you did.
I didn't have that written down. I had you written down as a human. So whether I knew it or not, I had you written down incorrectly.
Oh, okay.
So is Zag or Blaz the only human we have in the party? Pretty much.
He is, as a matter of fact, the only human you have. You've got a gray elf, a pixie, a human, a dryad, a half elf, a tiefling, a direwolf, and a gnoll.
So he's our token Homo sapiens.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's the token Homo sapien.
In the meantime, he's on a Cancun beach with a Yankee cleric.
And a
Well,
tree in a jet, tree.
He'll come back with a different way of stepping. I'll tell you that.
Let's get a pregnancy test.
True story. All right. Okay.
I didn't expect that.
Did y'all ever see the one with Lord of the Rings where the demon was supposed to be an ex of the oh, sorry. Moving on.
No, please.
Like Gandalf's ex, yeah.
Gandalf's ex. When he's
That's
saying
gorgeous.
run, for God's sakes, run, he goes down to basically have makeup sex.
Oh my God.
Fly, you fools, fly.
Yeah, that was it.
Run away so I can deal with this beast.
They're gone. The kids are gone now.
And he didn't want them to see his kink because whips were involved.
Yeah. Now we can have sex on the bridge.
The makeup sex of Khazad-dûm.
Yeah, that was just a foreplay, mate.
That's why
They
no,
tore down half the mountain.
they don't go up Durant Stair anymore. Too sticky.
Right. All right. So
It's not called the Walk of Shame.
you guys So LJ, Carlos, and Frida arrive at the door. The Griff looks at the three of you and looks at LJ and says, "Hey, I lost 50 on you. Good try though. You had a good try for an Outworlder."
My apologies. I saw a contest, and though I was unfamiliar with the rules, I knew I just had to be a part of it. I'm glad I had your
Figured
faith,
that.
though. I'm glad I had your faith.
You made a good attempt at a Zippel. Sorry, yeah, you had a good try. That's what counts.
Okay.
I think it was. I think I accidentally did a bit more of a woggle, and I don't think that worked too well.
No, the judges hate that shit.
Yeah, well,
He looks at the three of you again. He stops for a second. He goes, "You're definitely with those other guys, right?"
I mean,
He's like, we don't get a lot of elves this side of the city.
We don't get
We don't get a lot of elves this side of the planet.
this side of the galaxy, probably.
Yeah.
at this point, it's kind
He
of
says,
We're
"Yeah,
kind of
you're not."
busted.
Yeah, he's like, "You're not staring me down and telling me that I'm an idiot, so you're obviously not one of the space elves."
I'll tell you what. We are, but we would like to keep the pretense that we're a separate party, and I'll palm him 100 gold.
He's like, I get it. Chill is chill. Stay frosty, Outworlders."
You too.
He passes you in and doesn't even look at you as you go into the doorway.
Does he take
The
does he take
parrot-
the 100 gold that I passed him?
Yeah, he takes it.
All right, cool.
The parrot, however, looks at you and squawks, "Gronklefail! Gronklefail!"
Just
Um,
my nose.
Look out! I'm gonna gronkle you.
It always knows.
All I want-
He's a free party
He's
NPC.
going to gronkle that eye socket. He sees that you're keeping an eye out for him.
Oh God.
Keeping an eye out for him.
It's stirring me nuts.
All right.
Right.
Large.
And Carlos will ask the fellow where he got those pistols and if there's a place that sells them.
He nods. He says, "Appreciate it. This is quality stuff. I got it off a Starjammer on the east side. You can't buy them like this anymore.
Good thing.
Like this.
Sports.
This is quality Corinthian work. You can't buy them on this side of the galaxy anymore."
sad face.
Yeah, Carlos says, and I don't imagine you want to sell either of them, do you?
He laughs.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh, well met.
They're Corellian. Yeah. I made the Kessel run in 9.6 parsecs.
Seriously, being able to go to a bar and hold one of those under the table is really awesome.
Come on, Victor. You let
that's
us
why
have
he's the
laser
villain.
guns, but we can't have flintlock pistols.
Yeah.
You gave us a laser pistol in
gotta
the
keep-
first
I gotta-
module.
Hypocrisy spotted.
You gave us 2.
Well, I mean, if you trade them a laser gun, that's a different conversation.
We do still have a laser gun, right?
Yeah, we do.
We do. We
Hey,
do still have
definitely
laser
have one
guns.
wandering around.
I mean,
and
it's
at no
definitely
point
gonna
have I
last if-
pointed out the fact that it's absolutely got to be out of juice, but you definitely still have one.
Actually, we still have reloads for it.
Yeah, only because I haven't been making you use them every time you shoot.
That still means we have reloads for them.
I know this.
That and they can be recharged with limited wishes, I'm pretty sure. Because it's just energy, and that's magical energy.
All of this
It is
just so we can aim a laser gun under a table with someone. To do like
Hey, it's a great way to end an irritating conversation, now, isn't it? It leaves an impression.
I don't know. I kind of feel like here we'd like shoot them and it would do like 6 damage.
Logic
They
shot
would
first.
just be like, "Why did you do that?"
And we wandered off onto a gun conversation. Let's come back to the situation at hand.
Throw a
Wait,
couple
there's a
of-
situation at hand?
Sorry about the mess.
Come and say my
All
name.
right.
Wish we could have done that with the other tavern that was in
So the three of you go inside. Three of you go inside and get a table. You can see the beholder is still asking questions and giving some feedback. He's having an intelligent conversation with Lev. Lev, you quickly realize that he's like this beholder is probably about he's up there on the int scale. He's got a pretty high intelligence. The two of you are having a very good. It is rare that you get to speak with someone with intelligence above 20. So you're kind of happy for the moment to experience this. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
who wins the verbal chess game?
I love it.
On to e4, Victor. What's your move?
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that. You realize that he's good enough that you probably would end up trying to figure out who's the more adept. Might take you the rest of the evening. But
what's his name?
He's talking to
What's
the
his
two of
name?
you, and
What's his name?
Large Luigi.
Large Luigi.
Yeah, that's the name of the
awesome.
beholders.
That's hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great name.
Dude, you should ride with us because you got your name and your clothes. You just fit in.
That's the beholder's name, not the griff.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the beholder's name.
Yeah, you should roll with us. You should be part of the crew.
He laughs and says, "I've got a good bar and good weather, or good beer, so I'm pretty damn happy with it."
That's fair. It's hard to leave home.
But he looks over at Blodgett and says, "I think you might have a date that you want to deal with tonight, yeah?"
Yes, I was invited.
He says, "All right, well, take your drinks and relax. I'm not gonna tentacle your ear off."
And we'll try not to cause a scene.
Appreciate it.
He opens up his big eye and says, "Yeah, don't."
Do I
He's a
fall out
real
of the air?
things.
Do I fall out of the air when he looks at me with his big eye?
Yes. I mean, you're not flying, but yeah, you lose your ability
Yeah,
to fly.
I'd probably hover. I like to hover. So I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
wind up with my feet on the ground. Okay.
He's like, "Yeah, we like things calm here at the Laughing Beholder. Calm and happy. That's how we like them."
We can do that.
He's like, "Yeah, I figured you could."
I'll be right back.
No problem at all. Blodgett,
admit, that's a clever-
give me a spot check, Blodgett.
Okay.
That's a clever gig for a beholder. I mean, nobody's going to want to kill you. You're providing drinks.
28.
Right?
Yeah.
What'd you get, Blodge?
28.
All right. Let me see. You do not see who left a piece of paper in your beer, but somebody did at some point while you were talking to the beholder. There is a piece of paper floating in your beer.
How rude.
Can I read
Toilet
it or do I
paper.
need to take it out of the beer? Like, is
Um,
it one of those self-destruct in 10 seconds kind of things?
I like the Ogloff one. Put a placebo in his drink as a warning.
I knew this one junkie who OD'd
Can
on
I read
placebos
it
once.
while
He
it's
thought
in
he was
there?
dead for a
Like, is
week.
that what it's intended for, or do I need to pull it out?
No. It's obviously a note.
Wish you were nice. I like that. Okay.
Dear wish you were nice. I just now actually read that. That is hilarious. I saw it but didn't actually read it. Thank you, Caroline. Thank you, Joel. That's funny as fuck. All right. The note says, follow the goblin.
Okay, I start looking
And,
around for a goblin.
You see a pair of goblins drinking in the back, kind of like not the back corner, but like on the side next to the wall. And as soon as you look over at the goblin, one of the goblins gets up and walks to the back of the bar.
I guess I'm following a goblin.
Okay.
I'll just say
Um,
to Lev, there's my date.
I'm back. Do you want me to go with you?
Sure.
All right, we're going.
Okay. The two of you follow the goblin. He looks like there's a side door that's not easily seen. He looks like he's going outside to take a piss. There's basically a rut between the buildings. He goes out and takes a leak.
And don't follow him out there to go take a leak.
I'll allow you a bit of time for your leak.
You follow him through the door, you realize that's what he's going to do. He's going out to take a leak. And he looks back over his shoulder at you and Lev and says, "Only one of you has an invite."
That would
And
be me.
nods his head to the left. You see there's another door that looks like it goes back into the tavern.
Lev will say, I realize it might be a little unorthodox to bring a +1, but friends don't let friends go to strange places alone. We won't cause any trouble.
And I asked if I could bring a friend. And they said yes.
He shrugs. He says, "You're okay." He continues taking a piss. For a goblin, he's pissing a lot. He must have drunk a whole lot. He was probably drinking the whole time you guys were there, waiting for you to see him.
Just staying hydrated.
Yeah, I mean, you hydrate to stay
Really,
great.
it really just goes right through him.
All right. You guys go in the other door?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. You realize you're in the back half of the Laughing Beholder. Joel, or Frederick, give me a spot check, please.
Okay. Okay. Calculator. Okay, yes. Coming up.
Okay. And Ben, can you give me a diplomacy check, please?
I can.
Thank you. Oh, spot 41. All right. Your spot is more than good enough. Way more than good enough. You see the light from the door opening, and you're able to shift your seat. Basically, you're able to go out to the edge of the balcony on the left-hand side well enough to see the two of them walking into the back half of the bar. You can see from where you're at that the Laughing Beholder is fairly sizable in the front, but it has a back half that's a two-story back. Fairly small two-story back half of the bar.
Are there any windows or anything on that second story?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do appear to be windows. They do not appear to be. You can't see anything inside of them, so they're either using curtains or they're boarding up. Hard to tell from this distance at night. But they do have windows.
Do I see just not something I would go for, but do like a place I can climb externally on the building if I wanted to get up to the second floor?
Yeah, absolutely, you could.
Okay, all right. Just curious.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to scout out a map, mental route to get up there. Ben.
Sorry, my diplomacy is not great.
No, I understand. It is. Oh shit, that was close. It is barely good enough for you to rein in the NPCs. They get about 20 minutes into looking through the city, and they just lose their ever-loving minds at all of the things, the people, the other people.
The other things.
They're being racist, aren't they?
They're
Yeah.
being racially insensitive at least.
Yeah, you've got a gnome, 2 humans, 2 half-elves, and a dwarf. They've never seen this many different races, this many different things, this many different people.
Okay,
So,
Bash
yeah,
will
they're
gently start describing and explaining to them this little thing called the Prime Directive that he came up with.
Ah!
We do not
Okay.
interfere with the flammability of wooden buildings.
There you go. That's a good one.
When did that start? All right, so the
Not soon
so
enough.
while the 3 of you guys are playing Parcheesi inside, Lev and Blodgett go into the doorway. The room is dark. I think both of you have dark vision. I know Blodgett.
Yes.
See, that
Blodgett's
one
Githyanki.
several points.
Do
At
what?
several points, Blodgett has had dark vision or the ability to see at night.
I am. I don't think so.
Your body is that of a Githyanki right now, and I'm pretty sure they have dark vision.
Oh, yeah, I am a
Oh,
good
actually,
yeah.
Githyanki don't.
Okay, I'll look. I'll look.
Yeah, double check for me if you would.
'Cause
But
I
you
know-
do
I
have
know
Blodgett
pixies
does
do.
have what?
I know pixies do.
Right. But Blodgett, you do have the ring of seeing invisibility.
Yes, Githyanki do have dark vision up to 60 feet.
Up to 60 feet. Okay, so you've got some ability to see. So you guys can both see moderately okay in here. It does not appear to be magical darkness. It's just regular darkness. There are 2 obvious fighters in the doorway, pretty much taking up the doorway as you open it. They look at you and inspect you pretty thoroughly as you're coming in. One of the fighters is human, and the other one is a half ogre. And then next to the 2 of them, a halfling comes between the 2 of them and pushes them out of the way and says, "Nah, come on, they're here to see Roglio." He's like, "Yeah, 2 Eyes doesn't have the time to sit and wait for this crap. Let him come through. We've waited long enough." So he takes you up to see Roglio, 2 Eyes. And you come up to the 2nd floor, and there is an Etten with 2 eye patches, 1 on each head.
Now, Etna is a tree, right?
No, an Etten is a 2-headed ogre.
Okay.
I think I see
Different
why they
spelling.
call him 2 eyes.
There's just
And,
different spelling.
And he's fairly big Etten, dressed in looks like normal clothes. I mean, he looks like a normal merchant sitting there, and he says,
I
he
give a
looks
slight
at
bow of, you know.
he nods. He looks at Blodgett and he says, "You, I've heard about." He looks at Lev and says, "You, I want to know more about." And he's very brusque. I mean, he's like, "What gives you the?" He basically just starts off the conversation like, "What gives you the idea that you could come into our city and start lifting pockets without permission?" Give me a diplomacy check. Whoever wants to. Actually, no, Blodgett, you're gonna have to give me the diplomacy check.
I'm not very good at that. But that's okay. Let's see what I got. No. I have a 17.
Okay, 12, 17. All right, well, that's not bad. The conversation goes fairly well. He's like, overall, he seems to be pissed. Actually, give me a sense motive.
Okie doke.
I actually offer him everything I picked because I was just practicing because it's been a long time since I've had any time to do this. We've
It's
been
a
fighting.
pastime.
Yeah.
I'm looking through the character sheet right now. I'm getting to the skills. I had to get a D20 out. Sense motive 27.
Well, it's got a reputation.
Understandable. I'll ask him to let me talk with my associate for a moment. Blodgett, you know Drow sign language, right? I taught you that.
Yes.
Sign language.
So I'll kind of I'll like turn to you and start talking to you in Drow sign language, and tell you what I think about this guy. I think he's making a bit of a show. It's a bureaucracy of the Thieves Guild. I think we're gonna be all right, and I'll advise you to say that we think that we can come to a mutually beneficial agreement. Us talking can be your in for that.
Sure.
And then, go wild.
I basically say to him, it's been a long time since I've actually been able to practice my skills because we've been in combat for so long, and I thought there was a good opportunity to practice, but I didn't realize out in space there would be a Thieves Guild. So I didn't even think about it because it's been that long. But I would gladly give you everything I picked. And you can return it to the people I took it from. I don't really care.
All right, that's acceptable. He's definitely accepts that. The
So it's 1,100 gold pieces and gems.
okay.
Oh my god.
Um,
Brandon, do you see this?
That's
I
amazing.
do.
I'm just going, here.
he says, okay. He says, I think you guys will do well here. You're the kind of you're the kind of weird that works well in our little town. Right.
Scum.
I didn't want to use that phrase, but really it is. You're my kind of scum.
You're my kind of
Awesome.
scum. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
So perhaps there will be opportunity to work together.
Says, you know what? I think they're mine. I
Fantastic.
think they're mine.
That's
You
what we wanted
obviously
to
have
hear.
ways of getting in touch with us.
He turns to Blodgett and says, "Yeah, this pays for your visiting rights. You have you're free to entertain yourself and apply your
Skills.
you're free to apply your wares, wear your plies
Well,
as
is
much
there
as you
anybody
want."
in town or in this rock? I don't know where we are. That is off limits that I need to know about before I play.
He says, if you're gonna do a B&E, he doesn't call it breaking and entering, but if you're gonna do a breaking and entering in the high city, yeah, we gotta know.
I
But if you're
probably
gonna
won't
do
do any
anything,
breaking and entering because unless they took something from me, that would be different.
Well, I mean, but that counts, and that's important. We need to know that because
Yeah.
if somebody took something from you, then you have every right to go back and get it. And when they complain to us, we'll tell them that they screwed with.
Yeah, I'll let you know. What about picking locks and stuff if we need to?
Oh, totally good. You said anything, especially in the mid to low city, enjoy yourself.
Okay. I'll be discreet.
All right.
You'll be the only ones who notice.
Oh, anyway.
All right. Do you wanna cut to the arm wrestling match over voice?
Not yet.
All right. All right.
Ben, a group of Githyanki Buccaneers want to play cards with you and the NPCs.
I politely decline and kind of move the NPCs in a different direction away from that.
It's like the teacher trying to move the students in Wednesday Addams.
There we go.
And then I politely explain to the NPCs that unless they want to end up slaves, they should probably turn down any offers by Githyanki in general.
Wow. Now who's being a little racist?
He's just profiling.
Oh boy. This is gonna be gorgeous. That's good. We'll do that one later.
Oh. All right.
Would you say he's raging at this loss, Victor?
Oh my God. If he had levels in Barbarian, he told it.
I think we need to be grateful he doesn't.
I'm prepared. I wasn't even raging. Come on, Victor. The only one who can challenge LJ to an arm wrestling. There are two people in the entire universe who can do that with LJ. One of them is Zag, and the other one's Orcus.
Who is Orcus?
Demon King of the undead.
I take it this was a previous game?
No. D&D lore. He's one of the deities.
Oh, okay.
Somebody you never want to piss off.
Well, that probably stands to reason being a lord of the underworld.
And he's a good arm wrestler. Okay, Ben, the Githyanki are not entirely. They're okay with being snubbed as far as. No, I guess no, they wouldn't be really because they see that the NPCs are like kind of half in, half out, wanting to, and so they start giving you shit about not wanting to gamble. They're like walking around. Here's a gamble. Why are you bothered? Just go ahead. Just go ahead. A little gamble wouldn't hurt much. Come on, little gamble. Come on, little cards. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Come on, we'll play little cards. Good.
Messing with me is a gamble.
Right? Just coming down here to gamble. You guys don't want to gamble?
But Bash will just sort of ignore them and leave.
Okay. Give me another diplomacy check, because you may have a mutiny on your hands.
It's gonna be close because that was 17. That's not good. +5. 7 + 5. What is that? 7, 8. Is that 23? No, that's 12. 22.
22. All right, they got a 19. You're making it. You corral them. You basically use every bit of your armament of babysitting.
Okay, Victor, can I use intimidate and tell them that they're going, like, get them back in line and they're about to go back to the ship if I have to drag them kicking and screaming?
No, I mean you succeed. You definitely succeed. It just takes a minute, but you definitely succeed. You get them all sorted out. I think of all of them, Gorand, the fighter bard, is the most spoiling to come on, but you get them all in. Right, basically, don't make me turn this escort around. You get them all in, sorted back out. You guys want to go to the market or some shit like that. Yeah. So the rest of the evening for all three groups is comparatively uneventful.
I'm so proud of us.
LJ, Garlos, Lev and Logic come back into the tavern. The five of you are finishing off your drinks or having a new drink.
Carlos, I think you cheated per cheesy.
I have to cheat at something.
I had to leave Costco today that way. Oh my god, that's beautiful, man.
Beautiful is not how I would describe it, and it was the second time. The last time they semi got their way, not entirely, but they got their stuffy they wanted, and we left with a few supplies. But today, no, it was not good. I didn't have dinner. I mean, I had dinner, but it wasn't the dinner I was going to get at Costco.
Yeah, you have to do that sometimes. You definitely have to do that sometimes.
But the rest of the day was fine after that fact. After they had an hour-long hunger strike that ended in them having their last meal of nuggets. They were never going to eat again after that meal, but they were hungry, so they did that meal. And then they decided that life was not so bad.
Oh my god.
My next door neighbor one time came home and I heard her car flying down the street and she broke brakes really hard. And all I heard was screaming and the kids jumped out of the car and she tore off. I'm like, what just happened? He goes, Mom was shopping and she just now kicked us out of the car. And their dad came out of the house and said, what's going on? And so then they hightailed it around the house trying to run away from him because they knew if they told him they were going to get their butts whooped.
Oh my god.
She literally left the grocery cart in the middle of the aisle.
Yeah, that's about how it went. I mean, and it was and then there were lots of apologies, and I was like, you had lots of chances to stop and course correct.
Yeah.
And they're like, what do you mean? I had lots of chances, and I was like, I don't know. I told you to walk normal. I told you to stay in or out of the buggy. I told you to quit hitting stuff. Like, what do you mean?
Those are all chances.
Quit dating stuff.
Like you had chances. I could carry you to the exit before you wanted to apologize. We're leaving.
That's
You
why
fucked
I
around.
my
Now you
kids
get
are
to find out.
adults.
I have very things I want to say that I'm not going to say.
Then are you saying that D&D is helping you to be a better father? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
I think being a father is helping him to play better D&D.
Yep, that's it.
All right. So,
I mean, I will say that he knows it's D&D night, so he knows he shouldn't push too hard. So if he's good, then he gets video game privileges. To a greater extent. But,
Yes.
you know.
All right. Well, speaking of D&D night, oh my god, you guys are all able to get back together. Where are you staying? Are you going to go back to the ship and sleep, or you do want to get a tavern? You've got the ship docked for 10 days. How do you want to?
Let's sleep on the ship, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
back to the ship. Frederick has got a couple of things to pass about the party he's been thinking about.
Okay, go for it.
Two things. One of which Broderick would like to use Commune with Nature because it has an 11-mile. You still there, Vic?
I went to get a drink.
Okay, that's fine. Broderick has Commune with Nature, which is able to localize like important sites and high level undead and so forth, and has a range of 11 miles. The Rock of Brawl is only about a mile across, from what I understand. So if we want to find the torque, he might be able to localize it using that spell.
It's not a bad idea.
And so could Caroline. Your Frida could do. You have that spell as well, and you could probably cast it better than I could.
I don't have commune with nature. Hey.
Yeah, exactly. Brandon.
Yeah.
So remember when last week we were trying to scry on Blaz
Yeah.
and he has the robe of eyes?
Yep.
May I suggest another approach? You have the wrong target. Instead of scrying on Blaz, why don't you scry on the Gish that he was wrestling with?
That was the cleric.
It was their cleric, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
It was that
Yeah.
nasty ass cleric.
And basically being able to get at least what is probably the same plane, if not the same plane and area, in order to localize, to get an idea where Blaz is at.
They were grappling each other, so they did probably go to the same place.
Yes.
We could at least figure out, like, even if I wind up seeing his fucking corpse or something like that, which I fully expect, I might be able to figure out what plane they're on.
Right. Correct. Thought I'd pass that along.
That's a good idea, thanks.
Thank you.
Okay.
I tried to come up with those over the weekend.
It looks like
They're excellent
you have
choices.
commune with nature. I have knowledge of nature, not commune with nature.
You,
So
well, it's a druid spell as well, I think.
Yeah, if you're a ranger and you can cast that spell, it's a druid spell because rangers pull from the druid spell list. So Frida, even if you don't have that spell prepared, you can prepare it.
okay. Cool.
And I think that would be a good way to help localize. And there's a the commune with nature. It's in the player handbook on. Oh, here we go. Page.
Don't worry about that. I'll just pull it up via.
I was going to say it's on page 212. If I'm not mistaken. No, I'm sorry, 211. And you become one with nature, attaining knowledge of the surrounding territory. You instantly gain knowledge of as many as 3 facts from the following subjects: the ground or terrain, plants, minerals, bodies of water, people, general animal population. You could determine the location of any powerful undead creatures, the location of all major sources of safe drinking water, and so forth. So just a tool, since the Rock of Brawl is not that large. You may have to cast, maybe Froderick and Frida might have to both cast them because I think that assumes a single service area. Oh yeah, it also helps with Yelp reviews. But anyway, just a thought.
Okay.
All right.
Definitely
You guys rest up. Sorry.
100 feet per
I
caster.
was saying, definitely, we need to do that one. And the other idea was really good too.
All right. So you guys rest up. What do you want to do? Joel, you were talking about some spells. I didn't catch what the spells were, so let me know what you want.
Oh, here, Vic, I'll fill you in real quick. So what I suggested to Brandon to locate Blaz was he was trying to scry on Blaz, and Blaz has the robe of eyes that prevents that. And I said, well, why don't you instead scry on the not
Yankee priest.
Yeah, the priest instead to localize the plane and area where Blaz is. Select a slightly different target, but they were entangled with each other when they hit the wall.
Right.
And the other one I suggested was Communing with Nature for Frida to get a better outline of the Rock of Brawl and where the something that might lead us at least in the right direction towards the torque that we're searching for.
Okay.
In the meantime, I'll continue with my vegetarian dinner.
How many vegetarians did you cook this time?
It was going to be 3, but the last one really struggled a lot, so it kind of ruined the flavor.
Oh, I thought.
Nothing like the taste of adrenaline and muck of a meal.
That and the lactic acid, Jesus Christ. Yeah, you can run, but you'll only die tired.
So tell me, Joel, as a vegetarian, stop screaming.
Well, as Vic and I, our old joke is, I'm a vegetarian not because I love animals, but because I hate plants.
True story. Okay, so the next morning, Love cast spells on folks for the day. Magic Armor Bash, LJ, Garlus, Roderick, Greater Magic Weapon on LJ. How long does Greater Magic Weapon last?
Actually, let me check that. Let me check that.
It is 1 hour per level, Vic.
Is there a maximum?
No.
Okay. All right. So you should be good to go for the day then.
Yep.
All right, good. You've got your buffs for the day.
Lev is also going to talk with the 2 evokers about finding a library in the High City. Does that sound like something
Their
they'd be interested
beady
in?
little eyes light up at the idea. They're like, "Yeah, we're down."
Hell yeah! All right.
Yeah.
I say, do we have to have the old fuddy duddy with us when we go looking, or did you want to go instead?
Which, bear in mind who you're traveling with. Which fuddy-duddy are you talking about?
The dryad, man.
I mean, I feel like it would behoove us to bring at least 1 or 2 of the fuddy-duddies because, I mean, last time I went to a library, I almost got assassinated. It was a whole thing.
Hey, the Dryad
Their eyes.
has no interest in going to a burial ground of his people.
Yeah.
Brandon, your book was so fucking overdue. Don't complain. Oh, seriously.
And
Jesus Christ.
how was my book
Thank you,
overdue?
Ben.
I'd never set foot there before. I go there, I
So
check a book out, and
you guys
they
go
kill me.
about. So Lev and the 2 evokers are going to the library. Anyone going with them?
Open invitation.
Only if you want me to come with you again.
Garlos ago.
It would probably be handy to have somebody who can see invisibility. Blodgett? You want to go to the library?
I'll go to the library.
Let's go to the library.
Steal some books.
Pickpocket some library.
Because last time I was in the library, I only had paws.
Maybe get some lights for children. Goofus things a lot. Comics.
You can come if you want, Frederick, but if there's something else you want to do, we probably have not getting killed covered.
Okay, that's fine.
Is it worth it to go exploring for spells, or have we already done that?
You have not gone exploring for spells, and at the tavern, as well as basically at the tavern more than anything else. You guys find out that people do not publicly sell magic, scrolls, potions, weapons, whatever it is. It is not publicly for sale. You might get it as a gift from somebody who's fairly well off. You might find it for sale in some lower half of the city. But it's if you don't live in the high city, you probably shouldn't go around telling anyone that you've bought something magical.
It's like playing a firearm in Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds like not a worthwhile pursuit.
I didn't say that.
No.
Huh?
I didn't say that.
It'll just be a little tough.
You just need to be
I mean, it
a
would
little.
be pretty tough.
You be a little quiet about it. Is what I use. How shall I say? Slang, code talk.
What worked
Yeah.
last time for the potion seller was walking in and going, "We're new in town and looking for something interesting."
New in town.
Yeah.
Hit me where the kids drink.
Okay.
Younger people. Is what that.
Also, the only reason you knew about the potion seller is because somebody specifically told you to go to that potion seller and buy something there.
Well, yeah, but the potion seller didn't anticipate us coming.
Right. But you knew where to go.
Yeah, well, that made it easier.
Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, I might be better off just going back to the ship and
Maybe he wants some
creating my
pizza.
own potions.
All right, so you guys are going through the city, heading in the direction. People do know about a library. Once you start asking, there is the Library of the Spheres down here in the bottom section of it, right just past the Arena of Fruit.
Field trip. We're going to the library.
Oh, what the hell? I'm joining them for the library.
Okay.
After all, the last time we went, it certainly was adventurous.
That's true.
Yeah, hopefully I don't get assassinated this time.
Only as much as Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull. What do you want a blunderbuss for? It's a one-shot weapon. Limited damage.
Because
Well, no, I want to look for
Because-
firearms in general, not the specific ones that the Hippo had. Also, I'm not assuming that anything works the way we assume it works. For all I know, he pulls those out and he just hits people with them.
Also true.
Just pistol whips them? Is that what I'm hearing?
Ben, do you have
I
gang
just-
information?
I do, yes. It's not terrible either.
Okay.
Oh. What do you know?
It might be if I roll a 13. 23 on that.
Okay. The two clerics want to go with you guys to the library, and Goran the fighter is absolutely going with the two clerics. You realize walking around with the fighter that he's slightly dumb, and he's basically like he follows one of the clerics around pretty much all the time.
That's
doesn't-
okay.
It's a little bit less than mooning over her, but definitely kind of that thing of like if she says something's cool, he totally is going to do that thing that she said was cool.
Wait a minute, who is
Maybe
he
we can.
crushing on?
Goran, the dwarven fighter bard, is kind of semi mooning over Slovy, the half elven cleric monk, two of Zag's NPCs. Basically, the fighter specifically is just not. He's definitely single digits on intelligence and wisdom. Really strong, great constitution, but he could lose an argument with the wall.
So
Do I get the sense? Do I get the sense that the cleric is aware of the crush?
Absolutely aware of it.
Okay.
Doesn't seem to be abusing it per se, but definitely kind of it's hard. The cleric has a high enough intelligence that it's hard not to miss.
Okay. Maybe we can find him like a coloring book or something.
Okay, he's happy with that.
That would be good foreplay.
Okay, Joel, you gain knowledge of what types of knowledge are you going to be looking for?
Let me look up the spell.
You
real
get to
quick.
know as many as 3 facts from among the following subjects: ground or terrain, plants, minerals, bodies of water, people, general animal population, woodland creatures, powerful unnatural creatures, even the general
Okay.
state of the natural setting.
Right.
So
Okay. So
it's all you got to tell me what you're looking for.
I will tell you exactly what I'm looking for.
Okay, exactly.
Presence of
Exactamundo.
powerful unnatural creatures, and also the location of any powerful undead. And I'm looking for any buildings or structures of power. And it's not explicitly
Okay,
spelled out, but it's kind of implied.
powerful unnatural creatures and powerful undead is the same thing. It's basically any unnatural creature, not
I like the
undead or
pop-up
unnatural
book of
creatures.
phobias. That sounds awesome.
Bigger, are you familiar? You're familiar with the term signal to noise ratio?
No.
Okay.
Joel, the two statements you made are the same. Presence of powerful unnatural creatures and presence of undead are the same thing. You're not going to be able to differentiate between the two.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just focus harder on that.
Okay. You focus your heart on the presence of powerful unnatural creatures and any structures of unusual power within this area.
Right.
All right. The Ben, give me a gather information check, please. The rest of yous going to be okay. You guys are heading to the library. Anybody want to give me a gather information when you're going to the library, or just wing it?
How do we?
Gather information. Does anyone want to give me a gather information on going to the library?
Let me check what mine is. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. Where did my D20?
I don't have that.
You have it. It's an untrained skill, but you probably just don't have any ranks in it.
Yeah, I don't have any ranks.
29.
All right. You find an important fact about the library, and that is that you have to have a pass to go there, which is why it's located where it is. As you guys are walking the streets and asking about, and you find out where it is, but you just want to find out what this pass is about. So
Yeah.
you're headed up there, and you're passing out of the low city and the middle city. You're just past the arena of Fru and on your way to the Library of the Spheres, when you basically walk up on a family argument. Two halfling families look to be noble. They're dressed in finery. They have servants and guards around them. Are engaged in a heated discussion. And there's obviously taking sides. They're not entirely blocking the whole roadway, but it's hard to walk around them.
What are they arguing about?
Give me a listen check.
14 on the die and 22.
Okay. You hear that they are discussing something about a family heirloom, and both sides are claiming that the heirloom belongs to them. They're arguing, and the did I put that there? I did. And one of them says the male. There's two, like one's male and one's female. The male is like, the only way to settle this is to pull it from the crypt, and no sane person would do that. And then the female looks at your party walking down the street and says, "Wait a minute."
The Proud Boy Foot family.
Oh my god.
Ben, by the way, a message for you in chat. They see you and say, you adventurers,
Oh dear.
would you be up to go down into the crypts and pull this heirloom out? It's not entirely dangerous for your kind. You seem to be a rough and tumble group.
Well, what? I mean, maybe we have plenty of history settling disputes the fun way. What can we expect down there, and what are we looking for?
What do we get out of it?
We'll get to
Yeah,
that.
because he completely misunderstands what you're talking about. The female, and this is what she looks like. Snotty-nosed halfling. She says her name is Uvalin Oakenstar. I mean, close, but no.
Lev will introduce himself.
And she says, there are crypts below the city where everyone buries their dead. Ours are, of course, more important, but they're down there. And more like snoot and snot. Snoot and spin. She can snoot and spin. She looks at all of these snootily, but she says, there's an we have an heirloom. It's simple. Looks like no, it's not simple. She says we have an heirloom, and she pulls her hands back, and you can see the large acorn leaf surrounded by 4 stars on her insignia on her dress. And she says, it's a cloak bearing our family insignia on its clasp. And if you adventurers would be so kind as to go down there and pull it up, I would be more than happy to offer you 250 pieces of gold for your work. And even some holy water. And the guy equivalent says we would offer 300 gold pieces for your work, and some antitoxin in case you're into any spiders down there. We know how dangerous the crypts can be.
Well, the antitoxin would, of course, have to be rewarded before we went in then, if there are spiders down there.
He nods and says, but of course. And she says, and so with the holy water. We don't want you going down the crypts without it.
So, crypts. We can expect spiders. I can presume some type of undead.
Nah. Crazy talk.
She says, I don't deal with that universe very much, so I wouldn't be able to tell offhand. But if you have expertise, this is why we would ask someone of you.
I don't know. We have things that we're trying to get done.
Yes, we have our own business as well. And I apologize if this comes off as rude, but 250, 300 gold isn't enough to dissuade us from prioritizing that business. What is it about this heirloom that is so important that you'd be willing to pay such a price? Is it a status symbol? Is it a magic item? What does it do?
Our inheritance.
It is your inheritance.
Yes.
Mm. I'm
So
gonna give
their
this
inheritance
character.
is worth 500 gold.
Basically, they tell you the buried person in question is the great great grandparent of the heads of the families, and not even the officials can agree on who the heirloom truly belongs to at this point. But both sides of the family still bear the original Oakenstar noble family name, and both sides are claiming it. So they basically need somebody to settle this dispute for them. And you seem like some capable gentlemen and women. Things.
This may have more to do with our main quest than you think. Just a thought.
Yeah, might, but I don't think we're getting compensated enough for what we know is going to be a nightmare.
Oh no.
Not on the surface, no. So what? Negotiate for something else.
The concept interests me. I will admit, it's the reward that fails to dissuade us from our current business. So perhaps instead of is there something you could offer instead of gold?
Like information, because they are at a higher social level.
She looks at you askance and is like, "What? Are you there as well, Frederick?"
No, I'm not. I've just been drinking a little
I,
bit. So.
I mean, if you're not doing anything else, you could be tagging along because
Why
Bash
not?
is going
Hey,
off
yeah,
looking for
yeah.
firearms.
No, I'm not looking for firearms. No.
Right. My first line of thinking is information would be very valuable if you have something that would be relevant to us, but that would have to be discussed, of course. Or magic items are incredibly difficult to come across, we've found.
The code
So
word.
some assistance in that regard may be more valuable than gold to us right now.
We're looking for sparklies.
Oh my god.
Secretive name. Okay. You get credit, Caroline.
To a badger. They are absolutely puzzled at the concept of something being worth more than gold. And they're like, "But we're giving you gold."
You can give us gold and information.
Look.
She says, hold on. So you just want words. You just want information. And you'll do this.
Maybe. We would have to talk about, we would obviously need to disclose to you what type of information that we're looking for. And then if you have it,
you would
have
need
it.
to agree before we went into this whole information-y thingy. Because I'm not just giving you random words and then you go off and do nothing. You need to prove that you're going to go do this, and then I will give you random words.
Friends.
Not sure random words are helpful here.
That's
why.
Know
what the hell you guys want. You guys don't know what the hell you guys want.
That's why I kind of.
Well, we want to know about the torque, don't we?
I like how the dumbass fighter is like back looking for weapons while you guys were supposed to be going to a library and now you're getting distracted with a meaningless side quest for 250
We were on the library.
Gold.
We're not taking the money.
Not meaningless.
Look.
Why don't you give us a way to contact you and we'll think about it?
Yeah,
actually, maybe if they could get us library passes, that might be worth our time.
Hey, Ben, don't you have a building to burn down or some shit like that? Oh, I'm sorry. That was
too soon?
But anyway.
Yeah, library passes would be very helpful to us. That's something we've scant been able to come across as well.
Have we tried just going to the library and asking if we can look around?
We have.
And they told us we need passes?
That's correct.
Okay, well, why don't we talk to the Thieves Guild?
Fuck. Yeah. Oh. Why don't we do that?
Victor, what the hell happened? What happened to Ben? He's actually saying he's giving advice that makes fucking sense.
Did he hit level 16 and
Bash
point to
made sense.
intelligence?
More like
Bash has
20.
made sense historically. Everybody's
I
argued about it on
this.
moral grounds. Bash is the one that's like, let's burn down the giants. Let's burn down the tavern. It all made sense. None of it was illogical per se. Aggressive, maybe.
Victor, have we lost you?
I
He's
mean,
just enjoying the show.
you definitely have, and definitely have lost me.
In all fairness, it's the wizard that gets us into shit, not Bash.
You're right.
You have a
Okay.
point.
Okay.
Fair enough. Fair enough, Ben. I should not have said that.
Gang up
Everyone
on the
looks at you
wizard.
guys and says, "So your main heroic quest that you are on is to go to the library?"
We are sublime.
We're
Yes,
seeking
I guess sublime means to be
enlightenment.
below or beneath the line. I guess that works.
in our culture, books are more revered than gold.
Oh my lord, y'all.
Knowledge is
Except for my
power,
Bash, who calls him
and we are very
I just
powerful.
said, you
rather
know,
rude.
why don't you just tell them what we're looking for?
Look, here's our Facebook link.
They're like, "Okay, yes, we will throw in a library pass for the lot of you in
Okay.
return for retrieving our heirloom." Is that
Okay.
sufficient?
Along with the gold.
Well, I am still curious if you have any leads we might be able to follow up on
I forgot.
on the idea of magic items, which of course details can be given afterward. All I ask is the assurance of such a thing.
She says in staccato, start searching the fucking bodies.
Okay, I kill her and I search her body.
I think we seriously should have tried to marry into their upper class family. That would have taken
she's
care of her house.
insufferable. She is
Alright.
insufferable.
Actually, not a
I'm
bad
not doing that.
All right, this is not Skyrim. I mean, it is Skyrim, but it's also not Skyrim. But it also
I'm gonna
kind of
adopt
is.
some orphans.
Like we could have like really got more out of this than library passes. And like when you try
Well,
to go back and get the
well,
fighter on board,
trying.
go into a crib.
I'm trying here
For-
to
for
get
250
more than just
gold.
library passes. Would you let us have the conversation?
No. No.
It's been going on for way too long for a side quest.
Yeah, because we keep getting sidetracked on the table talk.
You get somewhere else to be? I'm just curious.
The library?
He's got a hot
Let's
date
do
with a
this,
dead book.
kiddos. 300 gold, the anti-venom, and the library pass.
Well, they'll give you the antivenom and the holy water, 2 flasks of holy water before you go. That's the
Okay.
après-vis. That's the teaser.
Yeah.
You
Fine.
guys bring back the heirloom, and we'll give you the rest. The
All right.
library passes and the gold.
Now, all right. Since we apparently are going to go on this side quest, we are now getting everything we need to get. I don't think these people have any idea about magical items since they're talking about, do you want to exchange words? I'm a little, yeah.
Okay, it's just an idea because Victor said you gotta get with folks who are connected. We're here in Hightown. These are some rich, snooty folks that make me all class conscious. I thought maybe it's worth asking.
Yeah, they're definitely rich snooty folks, and I mean, yeah, they give you what they've given you. They tell you where the crypts are located. Basically, where is it?
It doesn't
Better know
come
where the crypts are.
Essentially, the middle of this area here leads down to the crypts. It's not super deep. This isn't actually the depth of the crypts. They're basically just below the city.
Did Frederick get a hit in that area, by the way?
No, so Frodrick's hit on. Okay. Frodrick, your commune with nature tells you the most powerful structure by far is this castle. That is also the most powerful unnatural creature. You you have a definite sense that that is a level of power greets power. What is your wisdom?
It's pretty good. I think it's 17. Well, let me check here. Hold on. Might be a little higher. Hold on. With it's 16, which is a +3, and it seems like there's something else I've got.
Okay, you
Probably not.
definitely
Here,
also
I
get
have
the
a
sense
+2
that there
critical
is something
wisdom.
powerful and unnatural underground.
Oh,
But it's a bit too deep for you to find it to nail anything down. But you get the sense that there are two extremely powerful creatures on this asteroid, and one of them is way over here, and one of them is down here somewhere.
Okay. But it's not
Down in the
area
Citadel.
where it's being described that the halflings are asking us to go.
Halflings are asking you to go basically like right below the high city.
Okay. All right. Well, that tells us we're not going to the high level undead, which is good.
yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
pretty desirable to not do that.
Yeah, their ancestor is apparently not a lich. So,
Good.
all right. So that was your commune with nature, Ben. It is going to cost you 150 gold pieces to figure out who the merchants are that you're looking for. You find out that okay. You go to the Gnomish Quarter, which is near the. No, it's not. That's the Halfling Quarter. That's the cheap Halfling Quarter. The Gnomish Quarter is over here. It's a great markets, merchant center. There's the Dwarves District, which is no longer the Dwarves District, but yeah, okay, yeah, it's over here. Basically, in the southern half of the middle city, bleeding into the lower city, are the Gnomish areas, the Gnomish district. And you find, you don't find out, you find Finderkins, type it in here. So, you find Finderkins the Nimble. He is a gnomish weapons tinkerer, and he is. You find out that he's basically seen as the guy who can actually make these types of wands, weapons, however you want to call them. People name them very different things. You in your quest, you find some people call them blunders. You find some people call them thick wands. You find some people just a random array of terms for this thing that the Griff had. But the end result is that you find a guy who does make them. He tells you, and he basically is going to quiz you about why you want it, what you're going to use it for, distance, how good are you with your hands,
Whoa.
and what experience you have with thrown weapons, bows, and crossbows. What are your answers for that, sir?
I'm great with my hands. I have limited experience with a crossbow. Also some magic wands. I'm pretty
Do have
familiar
experience with
those.
that laser pistol.
And a crossbow, that is true, with both. So I do have some experience, but I kind of want to let him know that this might not be just for me. And what I want is something that can do a significant amount of damage if aimed correctly by someone who's capable of using it at a long range. Like a very great range.
He looks at you for a moment. He says, the longer the range, the more difficult the shot.
I understand that. I would assume such.
He
Based on
hands
my
you
limited
a
experience.
very odd-looking crossbow, has you walking outside and fire at a signpost on top of a building at the end of the block. Give me a ranged. Essentially, it's a ranged touch attack.
Okay.
Basically, it's your base attack bonus plus your dexterity bonus.
Okay, to a d20 roll or no?
Yeah, play d20 roll.
Okay, so 15.
You can just tell me what that bonus is, and it'll help him understand.
Okay, my base attack is touch attack or base attack?
Your
Base
base attack bonus.
Okay, plus 15 is my base attack.
And your dex?
My dex is 5.
All right. He's suitably impressed. You have enough dex to handle yourself, and you can actually hit the broadside of a barn, which is nice. He says, it'll be big, but I see you have a great sword, so you're not afraid of big weapons. But yeah, I can make you one.
Okay, what's the price on this and the time that it'll take to make?
15,000, 2 weeks.
Can he do it faster if we give him more?
15,000, 2 weeks. He says, if you want, you can instead give me 15,000, and I can do it in a fortnight.
Brandon, do I have 15,000? I feel like I should, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Money works really weirdly here.
Yeah.
Okay, I pay the man.
All right.
Tell him I'll be back in a fortnight.
I'll mark it off the party inventory. Fortnite. I love that game.
Right, we're going through the list, right? Overwatch, Fortnite.
Got a whole theme going here.
The mom of a friend of mine has a tattoo of the Fortnite logo on her shoulder.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's not even like a
Also deserving.
Fortnite themed tattoo. It's just straight up the logo.
All right. Late that afternoon, you guys get back together. And you head, oh, these are above ground crypts. Okay, cool. You head to the crypts.
You okay?
He's Mr. Crypt Keeper. He's Mr. Sun.
Beautiful.
Don't ask me why that came up. I don't know.
That's good enough. I'll take it.
That's good. Jack keeps bringing it out.
All right.
We're going to need to talk with the shipmaster later about extending our stay.
Go to the chapel. We're going to get buried.
I'm gonna
Sure.
really freaking hope that we can manage to stay calm for a whole 2 weeks.
What? Okay, hold on. Before you guys get to the crypts, two important pieces of information. When you agree, they tell them that there is the crypts are, of course, locked, and there is a phrase in Halfling that translates to "let the dead rest," and that is the phrase that opens the door to the crypts. And then the other important factor is that, and they do give you the vial of antitoxin and the holy water. They tell you that they're going to go back and bring them to you. When they bring you the vial of antitoxin, when Quaven brings you the antitoxin, he says, "I will give you 400 gold pieces if you bring the heirloom back to me." He said, just to let you know.
Is Bash there when he says this?
Oh my god, you're gonna do that.
Yeah, because you guys have got back together, yeah.
Okay, Bash will say he can keep his 400 gold. Does he have a son or a daughter that one of the party can marry?
He says, "None of you are halflings. None of you are from high birth. You would have to be both."
We could at least fix the halfling issue.
Well, then we will see whether we will see whether or
Alright,
not we
children.
bring
He
back
leaves
instead.
immediately. He leaves immediately. The
Get
blood
back,
cast-
drains from his face,
I'm
and he
gonna
gets
cast
the F out of there. He's
I think
done.
you
polymorph
just kicked
other
him
on
out. Let's
everybody in the
do it.
party. And when we return, we're all going to be a bunch of halflings that look just like him.
Dear noble halfling, see, we are like you.
We can even
Y'all
be like
seen the
wearing
video
the
of the guy
clothing
who-
of his dead ancestors.
Y'all seen the video of the guy who tries to rescue one kitten on the side of the road, and then all of a sudden 14 kittens come out from the undergrowth?
Yep,
Oh
yep,
my god.
yep.
That's really
Yeah, we're having that vibe right now.
Actually, why don't we just get one of his dead ancestors and marry them?
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna come back with like wearing the clothes of all the dead ancestors and looking like halflings.
No,
It's
we
gonna be
we could come back with the dead ancestors.
Yeah, I mean, you just, have one raised up, just reanimate dead or something,
Oh, you
What-
want to
what-
you
what
want
if
to do
we
it?
did-
You want to do it Lev's way? Okay,
Yeah.
that'll go well.
Yeah.
What if Lev
I really don't like
raises
his
the
hobbits, so I'm
ancestors?
keeping the ugliest way possible.
Gonna get married.
I never knew the hobbits had a Borgia clan.
I mean, I don't understand why I'm spending 15,000 gold pieces on one item, and this guy's like, "I'll give you 400 to prove that we are." Like, no, Mo.
Honestly, I thought about raising. I'll give you 1,000 to tell this Joker to piss off.
I don't understand why we're doing this anyway, but
I don't either, but I want to get the heirloom and then come back and like totally just not give it to them and just be like, no, you guys do better.
We can play keep away. Keep away would rock. A public keep away.
Or we could flick it into the air between the two of them and watch. We could have a show of watching them fighting.
No.
We could.
How
take
about we put it
bets.
in? Hey, we put it in the bag of the holding with all the body parts, and we like make it a grab bag, and they get to reach around and try to find it.
guys, I would absolutely say if Bash, if you want to stay for your item that you just bought for 2 weeks, that's not the way to do it.
Well, you're assuming that we're gonna get through this crypt, and it's just gonna be like a walk in the park. Like we're gonna walk down there, kill some things, grab this heirloom, and come back. This could be like a 2-week portaling back and forth for R&R kind of mission.
We'll
We
find
don't
out
know.
in 2 weeks. All right, so the you guys.
This has a lot of potential. I'm very happy with this.
We're doing this because I really, really, really want to go to the library.
Actually, Carlos is doing this because he really wants to fuck with the hobbits.
All right, the other Hobbit family.
You're taking the hobbits.
Totally.
Wants
We
to
are
be
taking those
allowed to
fucking
live in
hobbits
the
to
upper crust
Isengard.
part of town.
Now I take offense to this because I started out as a halfling.
Did you say hobbit side?
Deep beneath the Get Yankee Wolf. He's a halfling.
You're one of the good ones. You're not one of these.
What's wrong?
Yeah, you're class conscious.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. Classist. Okay, The other family, one of their servants brings you the 2 flasks of holy water and also tells you that if you bring them the heirloom to her family, that they'll totally give you an extra 100 gold pieces as well. So you guys now have a vial of antitoxin, 2 flasks of holy water, and the word of both houses that they'll up the amount of money if you bring it to them instead.
Bash makes the same offer to the second house.
You've rarely seen hobbits run that fast.
They're very scared. I don't understand how the party. Like, I mean, I would give them pick of the party.
Yeah, because we have so much to offer, you know?
Oh my god.
We
Yeah.
the
They don't
badger.
know that. They're being very judgmental of us. Like, we are very wealthy where we come from. We have a tavern.
We're very wealthy here.
You know exactly. Apparently, yes.
We're very well.
You get the pick of the party. Let's see. You get the pick of the Gith Yankee, the giant, the
Look.
giant space pixie.
Race is not an issue. How many times do we have to go over this? We can fix that problem.
That's part of why they ran.
We are very fluid. I will admit that.
Dear God, I
You're
don't
more
think
fluid
it's
than
very
they are. That's
fluid.
for sure. All right,
I
so
mean,
you,
LJ almost won the tournament. They don't want a piece of that.
they definitely don't want a piece of that.
I lost the first round, let's be honest. Let's not gas me up too much. But I did win in an arm wrestling competition against an ogre.
Right.
I got 200 gold.
One of the staff was kind of giving LJ the eye. I mean,
Oh, he was giving it right back. He was making full eye contact, and like when the fist hit the table, give her a wink.
okay.
I think
You're
when we
choosing
come
to
back,
go to a crypt.
I think when we come back with the heirloom, we need to pay them for the privilege of doing this side quest. just to show them how worthless their coin is to us.
Y'all,
God, I love that.
let's just take the money and run. Okay.
Maybe take the money and scatter it to the winds, saying "La la la, it's money for everyone," and watch them spaz out.
They're freaking hobbits. What are they gonna do unless they have guns?
Let's throw them on the floor before them and be like, "Here you go, pores. Here you go."
All
You
right,
reach
kiddo.
the location of the Oakenstar family crypt. It is a sturdy 5-foot tall stone door, adorned with an engraving of an acorn surrounded by 4 stars.
Cool. Maybe we can rob some graves. I don't think we've actually put that on our to-do list.
Not for today. I thought that was for the weekend.
Look, it's on my bucket list.
Okay, this is your disturbingly large party. What do you guys want to do?
We will say the phrase in Halfling that they taught us to open the door.
Okay, the door slides open.
LJ takes lead.
Okay, you see before you the crypt itself appears to be 5 foot wide, 8 foot high. There's a flight of stairs that lead down, about 10 feet down.
All right.
Is a narrow passageway, and I would check for traps first.
Okay. Yeah.
Checking for traps.
Budget.
The only
Oh,
person who
somebody
can.
Of course we can.
As a barbarian, I actually have +1 to trap sense. So Victor, does a 7 sense any traps?
I have a
No.
37.
No, a 7
You said
doesn't.
nothing
but a
dangerous to
37
you.
does.
Nothing that will
Yay.
kill you outright.
Oh my god. Blodgett,
Put it
you
in the
know
chat.
that okay. You know that there's a 5 foot wide passageway, or sorry, this is a 5 foot wide corridor, so that is about a 1.5 foot wide passageway leading north and a 5 foot wide passageway leading to the south. The passageway to the south looks to be a small crevasse that leads into a tunnel full of spider webs. There's a southern wall just before the midway platform That wall has collapsed, revealing a natural tunnel some 15 feet below it. So you've got a natural tunnel below this one, and a small crevice filled with spider webs to the north.
So I told him, I come back and said, y'all want the good news or the bad news? Want the
dealer's
arachnophobia,
choice.
the arachnophobia route or
Spider
the
webs are flammable.
darkness route?
I mean, most of us have dark vision. We could go the darkness route just fine.
Okay. You don't want to go the spider route? I don't blame you.
Yeah, I think that would be the wiser of the two.
Yeah.
I've had
What if we?
the spider webs probably give Lev flashbacks to Miramidra.
Sure. Let's take the natural cavern. That's what I would do anyway.
All right.
Hey, Doug,
LJ
can I
will
do
take the lead.
check too? Then
What?
can I do a listens check too? Down both hallways? A listen check?
Yes, by all means, roll for it.
I got a 25. Did I hear anything down either one of them? Like even water running?
Somebody left the stove on.
Yeah.
You do not hear water on either side. You hear you feel an equal amount of air from both sides. So it doesn't
Okay.
feel as if one is moving more than the other.
How about Frederick take a stone check?
Okay.
Basically, okay. Stonework check.
That's what I tell them.
Actually, yeah, hold on. Stonework. Stone cunning, sorry. That is, oh gosh, yeah, it's higher than I thought. 31.
Okay. Basically, you can tell that both directions seem to be fairly stout, and I guess to do that, you'd have to be here. You can tell that both directions seem to be comparatively stout. Like they don't feel like they're going to fall to pieces if you walk through either one. That's kind of the big thing that you get out of this.
You know, before we go forward, I think if there's any buff spells that people want to cast, this might be the
I mean,
time.
LJ cast pretty much all the buffs you guys will need today already.
Okay, all right.
I'm casting stone skin on myself because
Could you do
Cat's
Cat's
Grace?
Grace? Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's a mass cat's grace.
Yes, please.
Okay.
The NPCs are all with us.
That's
This will be
cats.
Black is going invisible.
Okie dokie. All right. You guys, which way did you guys decide to go, and who's headed that way?
LJ's taking the lead down the tunnel to the south where the darkness is.
Okay.
Who among us does not see very well? Let's make sure that we balance out so that those people are in the middle.
Garlos is human, I believe.
No, he's an elf.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Our NPCs probably.
All right. Sounds very sensible.
Of your NPCs, one of the clerics and one of the evokers require are human. So you only have 2 humans amongst those guys.
Okay.
So currently there are only 2 humans in your group.
We could keep them in the middle of the party.
Okay.
Put sacks over their heads.
That way no one will recognize them.
Prevent them from panicking.
Yeah, if they can't see anything, then they'll be fine. Okay, so you guys are heading south. So LJ's at the lead. Who's behind LJ?
Frederick will take point behind LJ.
And then okay, then Garlos.
Okay, me behind guys.
Okay. We've got Bash, Lev, and Frida.
LJ's going to
Sorry,
turn
Bash, Lev,
around.
and Blodgett.
LJ's going to turn around and say, maybe it would be not a great idea to all bunch into the tunnel and create a traffic jam. Let's do. My thinking is LJ and Froderick just go forward and see if it opens up and see what's there, and that way we can turn around and come the other way if it's bad down there.
LJ
The
is
fighter wants to join.
move silently pretty good.
Let me take a look. Yeah, LJ can move silently. We'll do that.
Okay, Frederick will.
I got a 29.
There's actually it's called Forest Fold from the Ranger's Wild Creatures supplement. Grants plus 20 on hide and moves silently check. Frederick could cast that. Or not. Got pretty good move silently, I believe.
Well, you're not in a forest.
That's true. But I don't think it's this. I'd have to look back and see if it says forests are necessary.
It's kind of a forest of rock.
The rock forest goes about this far and then splits in 2 directions.
Okay.
I'll
I'm
just.
gonna have
It does not get wider. It's still 1 person wide.
I'm gonna have LJ do a listen check.
I won't cast it, and this is what I got. Silent is
32.
4.
You do hear noise to your left in the blue area.
Okay. I'll silently signal that to Froderick and start heading that way.
Actually, Frederick signals back. Let me give me at least move to stick to one side and give me an avenue to shoot through.
There's no way to get to one side. Each square is 5 feet.
Yeah, you're not going to be shooting past me on this one.
You're walking down a pathway that is roughly 2 to 3 feet wide at the most.
Oh, fuck. Wow. Okay.
He's fully countering your textbook shenanigans.
LJ, how tall are you?
That was me.
He's a full 6 feet tall. He probably has to hunch over.
You hunch over, I'll shoot over you.
Well, if you want to shoot over me, I've got to go into a full crouch.
Well, there's other things we could go into, but never mind. Anyway,
we're here in this dark tunnel.
That's so last week. Come on, guys.
I mean, since we're exploring tunnels, we might as well.
Yeah, you're right. The sex gladiatorial is over. No,
Look, what if we just go back and and give them their potions back and be like, "Hey, we're sorry, but that this crypt is way too scary, way too tough for us. We're out. Your passes and your 400 gold."
That's pretty good.
LJ's gonna start moving towards the blue area.
Like, fuck no.
All right.
Shadow dragons are one thing, but a 2.5 foot wide passage, fuck that shit.
No, way too scary. From hobbits, Hobbit ancestry. Yeah, we're scared.
Ancestry or ancestry?
Ancestry, not ancestry. Also, I'm sorry, halflings, not
I'm
hobbits.
absolutely sure there's some ancestry in there too.
I mean, that's how they stay so
Turns
short.
the corner. There are 5 giant centipedes.
Oh, nose.
Roll initiative.
Okay.
Just roll initiative.
Really,
every
really,
time,
Victor? There are 5 giant centipedes.
How could you?
I was gonna do 6, but I didn't want to go whole hog on you guys. They got a 20 for initiative, so these guys are kicking it. Some of them are
Victor,
crawling up the ceiling.
how large is a giant centipede in D&D?
I can't remember, nor do I care.
Fairly big. Anyway,
Oh,
we better
shit.
not die here, you guys. After everything we've been through, centipedes would be one hell of a humiliating way to go.
I mean, Bash is half tempted to just like run to the front of the line and like jump in just so he can reincarnate on this plane.
Oh my God. All right, come along. Let's go, children.
Well, what's your initiative, Caroline?
Sorry. I was wandering off. I apologize. 18 plus. So that's 25.
And then
Sorry.
Suze, I'm missing Blodgett's. All right. I am bad. Okay, Blodgett is bad. Oh, Blodgett is back. Okay. Initiative, please.
It's sack.
Fair. Now.
My Blodgett's back, and you're gonna be in trouble.
Hey, why don't you guys just run back to where Bash is at, and then we can do a turn mud to stone and just trap them there.
Because there are a bunch of people in the way now.
Well, no, just everybody turn around and go back out the tunnel. Just turn around and run back to the next guy and be like, "Giant centipedes, run!"
How
For
how big?
the party
how big is giant?
can't turn around.
How big is giant, Victor?
About 6 feet long.
And they fit in that space?
As I mentioned, some of them are crawling on the ceiling.
Okay.
I mean, at the very least, back all the way up and we can do a fireball.
I do have stone to mud.
Well, it's LJ's attack first.
Don't do stun him out, we'll all drown.
LJ, you're face to face with giant centipede. What do you do? Parlay.
Yeah, let's bribe them. Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna try I'm gonna cast tongues on myself and speak their language. No, I'm killing them, Victor.
Why don't you try some of me Lucky Charms?
Go to bed, buddy.
7. It looks like I'm missing a D20. That's not fantastic. Ah, here it
You've got
is.
a reach of 5 feet, so you can actually reach 3 of them this round.
Okay.
How are you splitting up your attacks?
I'm gonna do 3, 3, and 2.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attacks. And Suzanne, it's initiative. Can you roll initiative for me? For Blodgett.
I gotcha. Ooh, I rolled really low. 5.
Damn.
That is really low. Holy
I
cow.
rolled a
Okay.
2 and I have a +3.
Wow.
What?
You don't like tight spaces, do you?
I guess not.
Yeah, Blodgett was just like, I'll hang out here, actually.
Don't like things with multiple legs.
Now I have a spectacular amount of math to do.
There's a solid 500 legs in that room.
True story.
And these are subject to critical hits, correct?
Yes. Probably. I don't care.
Yippee! So 26.
They're ordinary, they're all, the 3 are dead.
If we just had everybody duck down and we did a flamethrower situation with a fire strike, it would probably take care of the problem.
True. Unfortunately, Garlos, Frederick, LJ, and that fighter all have to duck at the same time. Although Gorand is a dwarf, so you can cast over him.
I'm just saying, when it's my turn, I may tell all of y'all, duck. Everybody down.
Okay, those are the attacks.
Okay, all of them hit roll damage. The ones that critted.
Hooray! Okay, I'll roll damage individually. So there's 3 attacks there. I need to bust out the calculator for this. $56 damage to 1.
Okay,
Dead.
agreed.
$67 damage to another.
Very dead.
Agreed.
And 83 to the next.
It bites its head off.
Right. The centipedes appear wounded. Just kidding, they are very dead. You killed each one of them on the first blow.
Nice.
All right.
I wonder if those cook up well.
Hook up
You
well.
have to wrap them in bacon, imagine.
That's
Was
a
it a
lot of
knowledge-
legs for wrapping
You
bacon.
have knowledge nature. You should know that kind of thing.
Hang on, I'm gonna look it up.
A druid must know these kinds of things.
Two of them are going to make their attack. One is on the ceiling, one is on the ground. They both missed.
As it turns out, giant centipedes are tasty snacks.
There you go. If you've got a barbarian or a druid, you can cook them up. Okay, now regular rounds, regular initiative goes. First off is Frida. What are you doing this round? You hear fighting up ahead. You hear LJ shout something that sounds like centipedes, but he could also have just said, "I have to pee." Kind of a 50-50. Knowing LJ, anything's possible. What do you want to do?
If I probably can't
It's
see.
quite okay to say hold action. You've got 4 people out of you.
I'm holding action.
Okay. Lev, same question.
Um,
You're also just barely in the dungeon.
yeah, I'm not gonna be in the tunnel. I'm gonna be outside of the tunnel by the door. As funny as it would be to summon 16 skeletons into the passageway,
Mhm.
I'm going to not do that, and I'm just going to hold my action.
We're showing great restraint today.
Thank you.
Okay. And next we're up to LJ. It is basically LJ, then the bad guys, then Frederick.
I kill them, Victor.
All right, they're definitely going to die. I cannot imagine any universe wherein you attack them 4 times apiece and do not hit at least once, and each one of your hits will definitely kill them. The centipedes die. LJ, you have 5 dead centipedes. They do actually look a little tasty.
I put them in the bag of holding for later.
We'll need a little sea salt, but we'll be in business.
Hey, check this out. I reach into the cloak of commonality, pull out some good old-fashioned sodium chloride, and
Those are
sprinkle it out of my fingers.
Bludgeon, I'm here to search the bloody room.
Okay, I'm coming. Y'all have to move out of the way. I'm no longer a little person.
True. Bludgeon, it takes a minute for Bludgeon to get there, but you do get around. You can go ahead and give me a search check if you wish.
So search, I got a 31.
All right, you find nothing unusual.
Copious amounts of centipede poop.
Yep, nothing.
Basically, centipede poop is what you find, yes.
Yeah.
The passageway also continues to the northeast for a good about 10 feet.
You're back.
Okay, welcome back. Oh, Subira back. Okay. What do you guys want to do?
LJ will take the lead again, going down the other way.
All right. Double check. Yes. Double check that one. We'll just do this. It opens up. You have an actual 5 feet. Frederick, you can almost get behind and to the side of LJ now.
Okay.
All right, LJ will make a little more room and then pass word back that it opens up. So what's in here, Victor? I've got 60 feet of dark vision.
I actually see this whole area pretty well.
Oh.
The corridor, these, yeah, you've got 3 intact alcoves, here, here, and here. The one that you came out of is partially caved in. Each alcove has a grave marker denoting the final resting place of one of the Oakenstar ancestors. You can, from this distance, you can see something on the opposite end of the hallway, but you can't tell what it is. It's only 30 feet, but it's dark vision does not give you detailed vision.
Warning, warning, danger, Will Robinson.
To the north, yeah, so you can see to your north a little bit.
I miss anything?
Opened area, you've got some alcoves, something on this alcove on the opposite end. That one appears to go back up to the north. LJ, what do you want to do? Or would someone else
I
want to do
will
something?
wait for Blodgett to search for traps.
What
But
a
I'll
brilliant
advance. I'll advance somewhat into the room.
Blodgett, are you gonna search for traps and make my life more difficult by not letting me kill you easily?
Yay!
Damn it.
Searching for traps. I got a 38.
All right, are you gonna want to apply that to the whole room or just this area in front of you?
The whole room.
All right. Searching for the room, by the way, Blodgett, you notice that there is a small necklace hanging from the easternmost grave marker.
Yeah, I ain't touching that thing.
Does it have that stupid house crest on it?
I don't know what it has on,
No, it
get
does not.
close. That just says
No.
trap all over it.
You do not detect any traps.
That doesn't mean that there isn't any. Just touching it could bring out a ghost. I'm not getting near it.
Get a 10-foot pole to pick it off with.
Okay, look,
Schemes don't
if
work
we think
again.
that that's going to bring out a halfling ghost, and the halfling ghost is going to do something to us, that's almost enough for me to just want to touch
You
it.
forget that Blodgett's scared of ghosts.
Bash isn't
Really
afraid of
nice.
halfling ghost.
Blodgett is terrified of ghosts. Don't you remember when the ghost attacked us and Blodgett flipped out?
I'm half the ghost I used to be.
Garlus is only
Yeah.
afraid of the ghosts of
Blodgett
dinner
just tells you
past.
there's no traps and there's a necklace down there hanging on a grave. I'm not going
Alright.
down there to get it.
Racist, elitist, halfling ghost. Very scary.
Yes.
I'm just
You
gonna
guys-
say we can come back for the necklace. It's all good.
Totally remember. All right. LJ, Frederick, and Garlos, what are you guys gonna do?
And same initiative order, Vic.
Yeah, well, you have the same initiative order, but the three of you are in the front of the party.
Frederick is going to move 7 feet to the east and look up the north corridor.
Yeah, LJ will move alongside him and prepare to advance into that corridor. Lev is also going to now enter the tunnel with the two evokers, and we'll be bringing up the rear.
Can I go up and examine the necklace? Because apparently I just don't know any better.
This will go well.
Go for it.
It is a silver necklace with a black onyx stone hanging from it, worth about 50 gold pieces.
Can I see anything with my special sight, with my eyepiece?
The spiders. No, you do not see anything unusual about the necklace. The necklace itself appears to be fairly plain. I'm gonna mute you, Suze, because there's some noise in the background. The necklace itself seems to be fairly plain. The grave markers that you can see are not unusually marked or anything. They appear to be fairly normal. Frederick, you can see up to the north. That area is another open. It's hard to make out, but yeah, you can see some. The end of that area is caved in back up there. All right, so that's Frida, Carlos, and LJ. And you guys gonna do anything?
LJ's gonna move up next to Frederick, but I'm gonna wait for the party to like assemble into the room a little bit more before I start moving down.
Carlos?
Moving in behind Frederick and LJ.
Should we grab the necklace?
The dwarf goes in,
for it.
things up behind Frida.
Maybe not yet.
Right. Right.
It does feel like kind of a bad idea to grab the necklace.
Right.
And actually, I feel like we're grabbing each other's ass. At this range, but just saying.
There's a woman behind you. Seems to be very odd, strange here in the dark.
You grab Carlos's ass, he will punch you in the throat.
Grab Carlos's ass just for fun. I want to see what happens.
Garlos has been a little traumatized.
Yeah, Carlos is getting dangerous, man.
It's throat punch time.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
he's got like 6d6 sneak attack damage.
If he can hit me.
I mean, well, that assumes you can successfully grab his ass. I mean, it's, you know, he's got a pretty high AC as well. All right. So in this area, you've got this area here. Is that a door? Yes, there's a stone door right over here.
Seems to be the next focus that, or go up the North Passage and see if it how it connects to the west.
What do you guys want to do?
I say let's check out what's around the bend here, but maybe we'll come back to the stone door.
Okay. You guys gonna who's in the lead going up the stone?
LJ.
Okay. And then Frederick.
I'm going to cover LJ.
Okay. So who's behind LJ? Okay.
I'll be behind them, whoever was next.
Okay.
God bless.
Maybe everybody else in the tunnel might want to exit or something. I don't know. Maybe.
That's honestly kind of hilarious.
This
I
dungeon's
bet
kind of
that's
crowded.
full of spider webs, and it's a circle that goes to the other one.
You're both right. And this is kind of ironic. LJ, give me a reflex save as you activate the only pit trap in the room, in the only
Oh
trap
my
in the
God.
area.
Really,
Yep.
it's not great.
You have cat's grace, don't forget.
Oh, thank you. I did forget.
What you got, Bart?
So that'll be a 15.
When you say not great, you are not kidding.
Yeah.
All right. 13 points of damage to the
Wait a minute. No.
keeper.
That's wrong. That's wrong. I only added my dexterity bonus, not the reflex save. The actual reflex save, plus 2 points there. 24.
All right. You barely hold yourself back from falling in. Actually, no, you'd fall and just take half damage. So 7 points of damage.
Carlos grabs him by the collar and drags him back.
Carlos, give me a reflex save to grab LJ.
Okay.
Grabbing LJ's ass now.
A lot of ass grabbing.
He's trying to collar an LJ.
It's not the craziest thing that I've done in this fucking rock.
I will not argue.
Literally this fucking rock.
Your rangers are grab ass. All right, Garlos jumps forward and grabs at LJ's collar, successfully grabbing the thin air where LJ was as he falls into the pit. 7 points of damage.
Yippee.
Okay, you are going to be able to climb out of that. He's going to be falling behind. Okay, what do you guys want to do now?
Well, there's two choices pretty much. Go to the north of that room with the pit trap, or go back and check that door.
I'm kind of curious about that door.
There's also the other entranceway of 18 inches in the hallway. If you're small and can squeeze through, I don't even want to try an armor.
I mean, I could send my snake through and let him look around and tell us what's in there.
That sounds like a good idea.
It does.
Okay, I'll do that.
Totally not a fantastic way of getting your familiar killed.
That's the way you're kidding.
I'm not
It's
as
devoured
attached
by
to my familiar
spiders.
as you were to yours.
Love to now give seminars on how to take care of your familiar.
All right.
Or how to come back from losing a familiar
All
without committing genocide.
Now
Kill-
this is just hurtful.
Kill the drow. Kill them all.
C-I-L, the drow.
My land,
Hey, Ben.
Lord.
You send your familiar in to scout this direction or that direction? Ben.
Dark and cool.
All right, let's go the ladder direction that you mentioned, down towards the entranceway.
I hear the dog bark. Do he bite? Kill my landlord. Kill my landlord. Into the window. Break his neck. Got no reason. What the heck? Kill my landlord. Kill my landlord.
You remember that too well.
By Tyrone Green.
Tyrone. All right. Sammy the snake is able to go in. He's able to see in this area here. Do you want him to go left or right down the tunnel, Ben?
Let's go left.
Okay. Goes to the left. Give me a initiative for Sammy.
Okay. 9.
That does not beat the wolf spider. What is Sammy's armor class?
It is not high. Let me see. Do I even have an armor class for Sammy? Let me look. I do not, but I think it was relatively low.
Oh no.
We call it 15.
It's okay. I can get another Sammy.
Next year.
There's a limit to how much, how many times you can summon a familiar. All right, the wolf spider does not misses. A wolf spider rolled a 6, so he misses your snake. It is your snake's move. What do you want him to do?
He will run away quickly.
Okay.
Go back
Give
the
me a
other
reflex save for your snake. D20 plus 6.
Let's find his stats.
You know, some people go to oceans and beaches.
Mm-hmm.
Some people climb mountains.
Mountains.
12.
All right, that is not high enough to escape the webs that are throughout this area. Your snake is caught in the webs.
Okay. Poor Sammy.
And that is high enough to bite your snake. How many hit points does your snake have?
Let me. Yeah, where'd he go?
Really high.
Ooh.
95 hit points.
You guys want to let me through so I can go ahead and just, I don't know. If your snake dies, well, I can just flambe the room.
He has, it looks like 1d8, 4 hit points.
Yeah, your snake is dead.
Okay.
Yeah, you can feel the life being sucked out of your snake as his as the wolf spider catches him and buries its fangs into him.
That's
You
unfortunate.
guys see the dryad shudder. Ben, you are stunned for 3 rounds. Okay.
Given how much he holds action, we don't notice anything.
After the first round, you begin to wonder, but he doesn't respond to questions. So that's when you realize that he is actually stunned. Frida, you were going to do something?
Yeah, can I look into that room?
Yeah, you can look into this area, and you do see, because Ben would have been telling you about what his snake found, and you do see especially with your sight, you do see clearly the spider chowing down on a large snake. The snake is definitively dead.
Poor snake.
Poor snake.
Very sorry the snake is dead. However, cooked spider sounds like just the thing for right now.
True story. All right. So flame strike.
Sorry?
So are you casting flame strike?
Yes, I am actually.
All right. Roll damage, please.
You betcha. That's gonna be a lot of damage for this stupid little snake. Well, let me just get my. Sorry, I'm having to get out all of my D6s.
You're good.
Of course, I'm gonna get amazing rolls to kill a damn spider.
Please note this is the first time that Lev's advice was actually correct.
What was
I
that?
warned you, bro. I warned you, bro. You send your snake in there on its own. It's a good way to lose your familiar.
I mean, fair enough.
That was the voice of experience right there.
Lev is the expert on 9 hit points, nine hit point familiars.
Damn. 48 points of damage.
The spider is extremely dead.
That would clean out the webs too.
Yes, the spider is dead. The webs are clean. You now have fricasseed spider and a very clear path into that area.
Yeah, we have
Um,
steak
when
for
the,
dinner
when the
too.
flame strike hits, the people on this side over here can see the flames shoot out a little bit as well.
Crispy critters, the one and only cereal that comes in the shape of an animal.
So this spider up here at the end of that tunnel, is that one dead?
That's a permanent fixture. Yeah, it's dead. That was the spider you just killed.
It's only a
Oh.
model.
Just checking. Okay.
No problem. All right. The fiendish foe has been deceased.
It's so
You
deceiving.
guys are now free to continue on. You still have a door, a stone door no less, left to open.
Oh, I'm not touching it until we have somebody check it for traps.
Nah, that's crazy talk.
LJ's gonna duck into the tunnel really quick and take a quick survey around.
Please come check this for traps, Blodgett.
Sure.
You find nothing unusual in the tunnel. Blodgett, you can go ahead and check the door for traps.
28.
Okay, no traps noted.
Excellent. Okay.
LJ will come and open the door.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was about to ask.
Unfortunately, it was a 40-point trap, and LJ is killed.
Fuck
All right. Beyond, you can see 4 stone coffins in the room. The room is carved very beautifully. There are 4 stone coffins in this area, and additionally, in the southeastern corner of the room, there are 2 grave markers where Wise Wow, the giant weasel pet, and Scrooge Sam, the space hamster pet, have been buried.
You might want to wait for me, LJ.
Yeah, that feels like probably a good idea.
I don't trust undead hamsters.
Bring Carlos around the rear. He wants to see the undead hamsters.
There's so many levels of why this is wrong.
Special attack will burrow up undead rectum. Save versus necrotic death.
Knew that was coming. Knew it was coming.
The old Grimtooth Habitrail trap. Hits them every time.
All right.
I'll wait
Who
for Frederick to back
exactly
me
is
in.
going to be who exactly is going to be doing stuff here?
Frederick moves 10 feet to the east. Provide cover for LJ.
Okay. More like 15 feet, but yes, I get you.
Something like that. Okay.
All right, and LJ will walk into the room.
You're fucking with my OCD.
It's what I do.
What jumps out
Is
at me?
that better, Joel? Nothing jumps out at you. So everyone else is standing back, way back in the back.
Lev will come up beside Garlos.
Okay.
Blodgett will be behind Frederick.
Oh, I'm gonna
Just-
come out of
just in
the
case.
spider tunnel there.
Okay. I guess
Okay.
I'll start looking for this. I'll call Blodgett in, and I'll say, all right, doesn't look like anything's jumping out. Do you want to come help me take a look for this family crest or whatever?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm checking for traps and everything everywhere.
I rolled dog shit on my search check. This is up to you.
I got a 32 in search.
You find that the room itself appears to be very nicely, was at some point very nicely appointed, and the carvings are very gorgeous.
What about the
the
ceiling?
ceiling looks clear.
Didn't know if maybe there was something above that, like a crest above a coffin.
You can tell that and I'm not assuming that you're opening any coffins yet, correct?
I'm not opening anything until I'm told.
Okay.
I'm just checking for traps and
Right.
searching the room.
Right.
Check for
The
traps.
trap, you detect no traps. You determine in your room search that probably the oldest coffin is the one way up here in the corner, the northeast corner.
Okay.
Lev is
But
gonna.
other than that, looks pretty chill. There are no other traps and no other unusual things going on.
Lev's got
LJ
a
up there,
detect
Brandon.
magic open right. He's got a detect magic up right now, so I'm gonna
Okay.
do a quick survey of the room. Is there any magic in the room?
You're gonna go into the room and do detect magic.
Yeah.
All right. What's your armor class?
Oh, come on, really?
No, not really. You detect magic in the northeast coffin.
All right, I'll point at that one and I'll say, I bet something's gonna jump out at that. Open it up. There's magic in there.
It must be a player character.
If I focus on it for a round, can I determine what school of magic it is?
Yes. Do you want to do that?
I would like to.
You're just telling people to open up the coffin. Is anyone going to open up the coffin while he says that?
Actually, I would like Frederick to move up to cover whoever's opening the coffins.
Yeah, LJ will move forward to open up the coffin, but he's gonna I don't like this. He'll hesitate. And I'll wait for my cover to get here.
Okay. Is that where everyone is currently located? Yes or no?
No, I'm not gonna have Lev be in the way of Frederick's shot like that. I'm gonna have him move into the far east corner of the room.
Trust me.
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
What school of magic is that, Victor?
That is the School of Enchantment.
Enchantment. Probably a trap.
Paranoid.
Yes. There's either a magical item in there or the coffin's trapped.
You can tell whichever one it is, it's pretty strong.
Suddenly, General Akbar enters the room.
So it's either a powerful magic item or a powerful trap. 50-50. What do you guys want to do?
Use something
I mean-
remotely to.
I mean, the wolf spider and the centipedes almost took you out. So
I think we could.
caution.
Who has a large stick? Let's just shove back the coffin.
Yeah, LJ pokes the coffin
It-
open with his
It's
sword.
pretty stout. You're gonna need. Yeah, LJ would have to actually lift it off.
All right, he'll do it. He'll do it. Let's not waste any more time on this.
All right. LJ lifts off the coffin. It contains a halfling skeleton. Whatever raiment he was buried in has long ago fallen to pieces. The only thing that is still intact is a short cloak, fits probably for a halfling, with a clasp that holds an acorn surrounded by 4 stars.
All right, LJ takes it. That's what we're looking for.
All right.
How about the other coffins?
I'll say now the other fun begins.
As
Yep.
soon as LJ picks it up, everybody wakes up.
Yep, figures.
Odd.
Yeah, figures y'all didn't sprinkle any fucking holy water on them, so yeah, they woke up.
Oh, the
It's
fucking
the
holy
holy water they gave you.
Oh, that's what that's for.
That is.
Hang on,
not
hang
a-
on.
Just for
I'm not a
refreshment.
cleric.
Well,
It's
damn.
kind of a lie. I kind of am a cleric, but I'm
You
mostly
are a
fighter.
cleric.
Jesus Christ.
Carlos is a cleric. He's going to attempt to turn.
Well, on your turn you can turn, which goes before all of them, so you'll definitely
Roll
have to turn.
initiative, Victor.
We're gonna use the initiative you guys already had
Okay.
because I'm lazy.
And so am I. No worries.
I was about to say we were doing so well.
Not really. We've already lost the Ben's familiar.
Well, I don't know. There was no casualties as far as people. I was kind of applauding that.
I mean, it's okay. Again,
comes
this is
the
a bunch
weasel.
of halfling undeads. How bad can it be?
We're gonna find out.
All right, you guys have 4 halfling whites, a zombie space hamster, and a zombie giant weasel to deal with. Frida, top of the round, your go.
Okay, where is everybody in comparison to me?
I asked you guys if you were where you were on the map, and everybody said something or said nothing. You are currently right there.
All right.
Gadgets in the room. Lev,
Okay,
Frederick, Carlos, and LJ.
I'm just gonna go head towards the room then, because what the hell? That's gonna take me a bit.
Well, these are 5-foot squares, so that's only 15 feet that you've traveled right now. You've got Frederick and Garlos in front of you, but you can see 3 of the whites, and yeah, you can see 3 of the whites coming out of the crypts to kill people.
Excellent. You know what I have, and we're just gonna go ahead and do it.
What?
I've got a scroll for protection from evil.
Okay. Is that 10-foot radius or just personal?
10 foot.
Okay. So Frederick, Garlos, and Frida, you have protection from evil. Lev, your turn.
Good.
You have a giant space hamster right behind you, who is a zombie and trying to kill you.
Who has the holy water?
I'm actually gonna have Lev hold his action for LJ to go first.
Okay. LJ, you go next.
LJ is going to turn undead, targeting the 2 that are attacking Lev.
Okay.
So I don't do this often. Let me read how to do that. A charisma check. 5 or more knowledge religion gets a +2 bonus. Do I have that? I'm pretty sure I do. I do. So 13, 15.
Okay.
15 hit dice.
Yep, you can turn up to 15 hit dice.
And is there something else that I have to roll?
Let's see. Figuring out the most powerful creature you can turn. D20 plus your charisma modifier for the most to see the most powerful one.
That's what I just rolled though, and I got a 15.
Oh,
I do it
okay,
again?
sorry. That's the second one is the damage. 2d6 plus level plus charisma modifier for the total number of hit dice that
My
you
God.
do turn.
So run that back.
2d6
2d6.
plus your level
Okay.
plus your charisma modifier, your cleric level to be specific.
Yeah. Okay. 17.
Okay. So you turn 17 hit dice worth of creatures, maximum, blah blah blah. So okay. So the hamster and the weasel back away from LJ, as do the white over here and the white over there.
Okay. Cool.
Next is
Lev.
Lev withholding his action. You
Yep.
can make an attack.
I'm going to cast Scorching Ray. I'm going to
Destroy some
direct.
ancestors.
I'm going to, yeah, well, they shouldn't have gotten that. I'm going to target 2 of the rays at the one near LJ and the third ray at the one in the middle.
Go for it.
Nobody told you to get up, sir.
So 22 and 30.
Okay, both hit.
Okie doke. How many d6 is that? I think it's like 3d6 per ray. No, it's 4d6. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 26 damage.
Okay. Is that to 26 damage to which one?
The one next to LJ.
Okay. And did you hit the second one?
I got a 28 on that roll.
Roll damage.
Just 4d6.
Roderick, you're up next. And then Bash, and then Carlos, if it gets to that.
7. That's 10 damage, Victor.
Woohoo! Totally taking him out now. Frederick, your go.
All right.
Overwatch, you're up.
So the turned creatures are all clustered by Lev?
Yes.
3 are clustered by Lev, 1 is way up in the other corner. Easy pickings.
Okay,
The ones that ain't turned.
right.
It's super easy to kill the turned ones now.
Well,
Nothing
that's
could go
true,
wrong.
but that was kind of like their ancestors.
Not anymore.
The space hamster probably wasn't.
We can probably tuck them all back in and nobody will know. Put the lids back on.
I do have holy water on me.
I mean, after we loot their corpses.
Well, looting their corpse, that's kind of bad
And
form.
I'm the evil one. Okay.
I'm kind of neutral. I say we loot the corpses, but first kill the ones that aren't turned, please.
Okay, very well.
I lost my snake here. We need to make it worthwhile.
All right, Vic. Priority target is the one by LJ.
Okay.
2 volleys into that one, and then the one in the very middle, 1 volley.
Okay. Let me know if you roll any ones.
I will. Let's see. I do not. And my favorite enemy that I
Okay.
picked
One
for this
one
level is
third one third of your bonus damage kills them.
okay. I'll just put in my attack rolls, and you tell me if they all hit.
I mean,
I've got
you didn't roll a 0. You didn't roll a 1. You would have had to roll a -10 to miss.
plus, and also because my favorite enemy, my next one that I for this level is undead, which is at +4.
Right.
I didn't get anything lower than a 32.
Yeah.
So
As I said, you would have had to roll a -10 to miss.
okay.
1/3 of your bonus damage kills them. So the 2 whites that are not turned are eviscerated by the by Frederick's by the onslaught of Frederick's arrows, and one falls. The great grandfather falls pretty much into pieces. The great aunt is also removed from the rolls of the undead and falls inert to the ground.
This is one of those satisfying moments when, like the monsters that used to kick your ass at 3rd or 4th level get to come back at 17th level and just lay fucking waste.
That's actually true.
Losing the familiar, on the other hand,
It's rough.
yeah.
I'd say with the remaining ones, Frederick, why don't you just move in there and wipe them out? Because you can do enough damage in one round to make sure that they aren't around anymore.
I could toss the hammer around.
LJ, you know from your experience being a cleric that if you guys leave, they will return to their crypts.
Well, we aren't going to leave until we strip their bodies of anything valuable. Do they look like they have anything valuable on them?
I will let the party know
Not
that.
a thing. They have nothing.
Yeah, they've been dead for hundreds and
Nothing
hundreds
but
of
their
years.
bones and the husks of their bodies.
Okay, the only real treasure is the stupid bloody necklace that we got and this thing that we're supposed to get. Okay, let's just leave.
Yeah, we need to go check that trap necklace too.
Yeah, what would the Dollar General shit behind?
Lev checked the necklace while nobody was looking. I did a detect magic. It's not even magical. We can leave it on the wall. It does nothing.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Okay, Bash
This
is
is a
taking.
50 gold piece of tchotchke.
Let's just get out of here.
This is for level 3 through 5 or something like that.
Yep, pretty much.
Bash takes the Dollar Tree necklace.
Go for it.
Cheap motherfuckers.
All right, you guys leave with your Dollar Tree necklace and the family heirloom, and most of your dignity intact, but not all of it.
Not by a lot.
We came really close to leaving with all of our dignity. We came so close.
Not mine.
It was a valiant effort. I appreciate it. I really do.
Valiant. Oh my god. Fuck me. After we fought fire giants and demon lords and shit like that, no, I am not proud. Do not attach my name to the credits on this motherfucker. Do not. Do that. I will kill you all. And I can do it. Just
Has Lev evaluated this family heirloom that they actually want to see if it's worth anything to us?
I have not. I have detected powerful magic on it, but I haven't cast Identify yet.
Well, before we give it to these douchebags, let's figure out if it does something that we might just want to keep it.
Yeah.
We can always tell them somebody else stole it.
Better yet,
I'll just give them
wasn't
the
there.
other necklace.
Hang
I'll
on.
give them the Dollar Tree necklace and tell them that's all we found. What are they gonna do? Like, be like, oh, we're not paying you?
we could also make a mold and cast another one.
Like with your alignment, Jesus.
You guys are working way too hard at this. I'm just gonna give them the Dollar Tree necklace, and we're gonna keep the highly magical one.
Let's see what it does first.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just
When we get to like a safe area, Lev's gonna cast
This
an identify.
out and just walked out of the fucking tomb.
What
I
do you
don't
mean safe? Like there was nothing in there that was dangerous.
When we
lost
get
your
to a place
familiar.
that's less inconvenient.
It is a stone of good luck.
Are you serious?
What?
Yeah, powerful, but vaguely worthless.
How does it work? Doesn't it give you a plus for everything?
It's like +1.
Yeah, because you're +1 for literally everything.
That's actually pretty good.
That's not bad.
Wouldn't hurt my feelings, but whatever. You guys do what you want with it. That was what we were supposed to return, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frederick
Yeah,
has too
that's
much.
definitely the piece you're supposed to return.
That's Frederick's. You got. I don't want to know what you guys do. You handle it. He's just gonna leave.
Let's just return it and go on.
Yeah, we need the library pass. This thing's bogus.
Yeah.
We need the library pass. That was and we're going to have a library pass.
This is a side sub quest. Okay.
This isn't a quest. This is an embarrassment.
I don't know. It was highly amusing.
What do you mean? This is fucking like maid service. Okay.
Yeah, that's my cue to go to bed. So
All right.
Good night.
Good night.
Have a good one, Logic.
I wash my hands of this shit. I'm not a rogue, but fuck you.
You can't even
Night,
keep the
guys.
thief on board. Good night.
Logic, you better get out of here quick. You don't need to be associated with this.
All right. The morning rises. What are you guys gonna do with the necklace?
Let's turn over. We need the bloody library pass.
Yeah. Whatever.
It isn't worth keeping. We need the library pass.
We gotta have some sense of honor.
Yeah. It's not even honor. It's like, this is... I feel dirty stealing this just because it sucks so much.
I know what you mean. I could have jerked off in embarrassment in private into a sock. I mean, this is really bad.
It's the kind of thing where you want to go hide under a stairway and masturbate while crying.
Look, when we return this thing, Bash just eye fucks the shit out of both parties involved in this.
Okay.
And I will roll as
Sure.
many intimidations as I need to.
Bash, you have an
So,
overwhelming
hold on. So
desire
you
to
guys
kill
are
some
Ben,
drow.
are you saying that you want to try to return it to both groups at the same time?
I would assume that that is the most honorable way, and I'm insulted with their $400 offer in gold.
No, you do the basketball thing, get the two tallest hobbits and throw it up in the air and see who gets the free throw.
Like if they
now
had not
in question.
offered us an insulting amount of low
I say
current,
we do a
easy
Hobbit
piece of system,
Thunderdome. 2 hobbits enter, 1 hobbit leaves.
Sorry, you're about to grand on.
All right, you return it to the two families at once. They are essentially both pleased and pissed off that they have to deal with each other to get it. But they agree to pay you the total of 550 gold pieces that they promised you, and they give you library passes. Basically, they've ordered up as many. How many people? Okay, let's just put it this way. How many people are you requesting to go to the library? Because they're individualized, so they basically have to say. They don't have to say names, but they're basically like, if you have 8 people, you need 8 passes.
we want passes for everybody because we're going to sell like at least 5 of them. Because the pigs aren't coming, and I'm not going to a tree burial ground, but I want my library pass.
Okay, so they're going to give you as many library passes as you have in the total menagerie of people.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah, group onto a Thai restaurant.
At this point, my God.
Okay.
Nobody ever listens to the fighter when he says, "Let's just leave that side quest alone."
We needed library passes.
We
We
could have
did.
got them from the. I feel we could have acquired these passes in many other ways.
Yeah, with a lot more fucking dignity.
Exactly, exactly. Without doing a level 1 freaking intro to the game quest.
Okay, you guys go back to the Laughing Beholder to commiserate and have a beer, and just
We're
I
looking for
mean,
something stronger, Victor. We need to bleach our brains. Thank you.
Man, you're the only
Davy's
freaking
more
side
useful
quest.
after
That was a
this.
tutorial.
okay. You guys are back at the back at the Laughing Beholder getting hammered.
Yeah, Snake, go get him.
I'm just going to
wolf
state
spider.
for the record, I enjoyed being a part of a first-time quest as a first-time D&D player.
Okay.
And seeing we managed to fuck that one up too.
That was the best part, honestly.
Even Caroline, you recognize it. Okay. The prodigal daughter returns. Excellent. I love you.
I don't know. I had fun. That was hilarious.
It was.
Lev, you're hammering back drinks like they're about to end prohibition. Sorry, no, you're hammering back drinks like it's the Civil War and you're about to have your legs sawn off. And a goblin comes by and says, "This round's on 2 eyes. Come up and have a drink after you're done."
Oh.
Oh, they got another mission, another shitty mission for us. Anyway.
Now.
He's got a baby he needs you to steal candy from.
Yeah. Yeah, sock puppet is Penis.
All right, let's go check it out.
Okay, Lev, you go and you go up to 2 eyes. It's the let's just say you and Blodgett go upstairs.
Yeah.
He says, he says, Nix tells me that that last little piece was absolutely a nothing burger for you guys, right?
You could say.
You know, somehow we always find some way to at least make it interesting, but we had it handled quite well.
We lived down to your expectations a little
He
bit
says,
more.
yeah, interesting is sometimes boring as hell, but I hear you. Would you guys like something a bit more your speed?
Yeah.
Well,
Sure.
we're always listening, but I'll tell you just like I told those snooty little halfling nobles. I'm sorry. Is it rude to call them? Never mind.
He says they're nothing but marks for me. So yeah.
We do have our own business that we're trying to attend to, so we'll have an ear open, but you know we have to balance priorities.
He says, okay. Yeah, he says, no, I heard you guys have to go to the library for whatever's. I got you. Once you guys finish that, he says, I have a job, and it's a tough one. There's something down in the subterranean caves. Word says it's eating guards and workers. Some kind of rogue beast. And I've been given word that we need to get somebody down there who can handle something big. Pretty big. You guys seem like the kind of scum that can make this shit happen. So
we've handled some pretty big stuff in the past.
He says, I can get it. Luigi tells me you guys have
We have
some
fucked up
amazing stuff.
amazingly well without a total party kill. So yeah, we're the ones for the job.
So, let's hear what makes it our priority now.
Don't be shy. Come on.
He says 10K
10K.
and 2 scrolls that I don't know what's on.
Mystery grab bag. Okay. All right.
Right? White elephant.
Lev opens up a bag of holding and says, "We don't know what's in here. Would you like to pull something out?"
It's actually just a bunch of heads.
Now wait a minute! Don't give him our centipedes. We're gonna cook those up.
Yeah.
500 gold pieces per grab.
No. Okay.
He says,
Lots of dead heads.
10K.
he says,
and a couple of
he
scrolls.
says, you'll have to go to the Citadel for further deets. But if you'll take it, I think you'll do good.
All right. Well,
All right.
who do we need to talk to in the Citadel?
He slides across a platinum token. It's not a platinum piece. It's about the size of it's a good 6 inches diameter, and it has a series of scrawlings on either side that are not any symbol you've seen before. He says, basically, take this down to the Citadel, and they'll lead you to where it's the area. They'll tell you more. They'll tell you where it's at. And then come back to me when you're done. Life is good. But he says, you can go ahead and do your library thing if you want. This is important, but I know how it is. You got to do some research.
It's not gonna break the rock in half in a few minutes or anything. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll do it. We'll see you soon.
Stay frosty.
You too. And we'll get up and be on our way to inform the party about our new quest.
Note to party, if they give us anything to use on the mission, perhaps we should use it. Just
we'd be breaking stride if we did that now, wouldn't we?
I'm sure we'll find a much better use for whatever it is at a later time. Let me hang on to it for like a real life year, and then I'll pull it out of the pack and be like, this is the perfect thing we need right now. They'll save the day.
Okay. It's 9:56. If you guys want to go to the library, we can definitely do the beginning part of the library fairly quickly, or you can go to the Citadel. We can do the beginning part of the Citadel fairly quickly. Your call.
I would prefer to do the library first, but I'd like to wait until next time so I can think about what I actually want to do there.
All right, and John's gonna go, and that'll give me some time to do some research on my own as well.
Okay, cool.
You guys good?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Have a good one.
Big FYI, we will game next week, but the week after that, the 27th, we're gonna have off.
Okay.
so he said 27th is a holiday from our gaming. Okay, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Actually, the weekend after that is July 4th. I just realized, but it's on a Tuesday, so we should still be okay. I don't think anyone's gonna. I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys next session. Let me know if you want to take off July 4th or not. Look at your own calendars and decide if you want to do July 4th off or not. But we'll meet next week. We'll be off on the 27th. Player's choice on the 4th. All right.
All right. See you then.
See you then.
Have a good
Good
one.
night. Good
Y'all
night.
have a good one.
Good night.
Good night.
I should go the dialogue.
Oh yeah, you gotta get the chat.
Yeah, okay, it's all in right there.
Not a problem at all. Not a problem at all.
Yeah, we haven't talked face to face in a bit.
It's been a long time.
In a big fucking hurry, so and I've been drinking a little bit.
No,
Yeah,
John.
I know you couldn't fucking tell that, but anyway.
Actually, so did I tonight. So I took your advice, you manky git.
Yeah, bring you to the dark
I
side.
did. I finished off the mead.
Jesus Christ, yeah. I gotta try some of that shit based on your reaction to it.
That was really powerful mead. I mean,
Well, that's when you youngsters make stuff like that. I learned not to ever trust a drink made by a young Russian woman. It will fuck you up.
I can definitely agree with that. That sounds pretty logical to me. Yeah.
Some actual experience. That was in Seattle. Yeah, that was the time a girl made, what was it? She made a drink for me, and I went out to my Acura, and I fell
Mhm.
asleep with the engine running,
Oh shit.
which is not a good thing to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this off.
Fortunately, it was around